You go to look at the YouTube,
It's like a 3 minute or a couple minutes.
It'd be like a 3 minute video.
Right.
Like the fuck, and I have to go and delete it. And if I don't look at it, it just be up there.
Yeah, because I'm like, I seen it up there a few times.
They should be having like 16 views or 6 views or some shit.
Right. Because they had clicked that thinking it's the John. Because they had, and to be honest, they had the same title. Like
right, they'll have the same title.
Yeah.
Also, we got to make sure we change the title too. Yeah, no. I thought of it. My week.
You're not introducing it? Word of mouth podcast?
Oh, fuck it. I just leave the shit. Leave the other one up there. Look, this is part 2 of the other one that was up there. That's up there. So it's a video gonna be on the YouTube. That's probably about a minute and a half, 2 minutes long, and it's Al telling about his week. And he said that his football team that he coaches had a game and they blew them niggas the fuck out, and they let a couple of niggas when you're really that dope play, and them niggas blew them other niggas the fuck out, but they all little kids. So you know what I'm saying. Other than that, he been getting his money, fucking these bitches.
Mm-hmm. Turn your game down.
Mine?
Yeah.
How's my game? Is my game cool?
I think that should be it right there, probably. You let me know. So my week. I can't remember anything that happened before Friday. Because on Friday, so look, Friday, I get to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get to work, everything cool, talking to my boss, whatever. We chopping it up and shit. And we walk over to the alleyway where, you know, we throw all the bullshit away.
Right.
And it's the alley, so the alleyway is real, it's big, right? On the other side, it's like a lot or whatever. Apparently, it used to be like a FBI headquarters or some shit. Yeah. Right. Apparently, it used to be an FBI headquarters, but now it's just a lot. And it's closed off on all the sides except for one side that's all the way around the corner from me.
Right.
Right? But I didn't know that. So to me, it's closed off on all the sides.
Mm-hmm.
I can see in it because it's the gate.
Right.
All the rest of it, besides these 2 little gates that open and close, is wall. Thick white brick wall, cinder block wall.
Right.
Okay? But right there is 2 gates and they chain close. Usually it'd be some cats that live in there. A lady come and she feeds the cats or whatever.
Okay.
So we go, me and my boss, we talking about, we go over there and we see this white dude and he is zombie the fuck out. He high as a kite. I mean, he on this type time. He got one pants leg pulled up.
The fuck?
He got a Pennywise hoodie on and shit.
Oh shit.
White bull. All his hair and shit. And he is, I mean, leaning but won't fall. Zombie
now, wait,
the fuck out.
Let me ask you, when you say Pennywise hoodie, is it a picture of Pennywise on it, or is
Picture of Pennywise on the front and on the back.
Oh, okay.
So it's Pennywise, white face, and it is orange, like orange around, black in different spots or whatever, but it's big as shit.
What the fuck?
All I can think is he will technically be behind me when I start working.
Right.
So as I'm gonna be throwing my shit where it's supposed to go inside the fucking compactor and shit, he's gonna be behind me.
So you just gonna keep looking back.
So I gotta either keep, and the machine that I'm using is loud as shit.
Right.
It's loud as shit. That's why I be having my headphones on. I be listening to music and shit. So all I can think is, yo, it's not really that difficult for him to hop that gate, however the fuck he got in.
Right.
Get the fuck back out and eat my motherfucking face. Cause that's how the shit be going. They get high as shit. Yeah. They be stumbling all over everywhere. They see you and they see food and they fucking start eating your face.
Chase you down.
And it ain't nobody there. And I'm not gonna fucking hear him until he up on me. Right?
What you gonna do?
Die.
Damn.
So this is how I'm trying to do it. My boss is still there. I'm like, look, while I'm throwing this shit away, just stand at the corner. Just stand at the corner. You're not doing anything else. Just stand at the corner. Either stay or come down here. We talk. We talking the other fucking time. You ain't doing shit.
Oh man, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home.
He not going. His wife, his lady, she's upstairs still working in the office. You're not going nowhere.
Got you.
So you ain't got shit to do but mosey around.
I don't want that nigga eat my face. I'm going upstairs with my wife.
He got a hammer. He got the hammer on him.
So?
See? And that's how he felt.
Because the zombie got to have a gun for him to shoot. In Philadelphia, the zombie got to have a gun for him to shoot.
And that's the shit that he was saying. So I'm saying to him, so if the white dude start eating my fucking face, you not going to do shit? Like you not doing nothing?
Call the police.
We called them. They didn't come. Yeah. And I felt bad about that too because I felt like I was snitching and I don't like that shit. I'm not even a street dude. But I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
Zombie is out of my hands, man. What if they need special bullets to be killed? What if I shoot him and then now he trying to eat my face too?
That's what I'm saying.
That's why no.
But I got bare hands in cardboard boxes.
You got legs like I do. Let's run.
Run?
Let's try to run.
He high.
All right.
He can probably run for hours
so
right now.
So don't know who to chase if we split up.
Okay, but I'm standing in front of him and you down the street. He's gonna know to chase me.
That's true.
He gonna know who to chase.
That's
He's
true.
not gonna have no issue figuring out.
You gotta run to the car. You got a car. You run to your car.
My car passed my boss.
Damn, why your car that far down there? You ain't got no. Y'all ain't
I
got
don't
like
park
no.
in the alleyway.
And the employee, you ain't got like no employee type joint. No.
Parking lot shit. Park right in front of the door. I park right in front of the door where I work at.
Oh, and you work all the way in the back of the building. I'm guessing.
The first half.
Right.
I'm in the it's in the back because nobody will listen to me and bring the fucking machine up to the front like it used to be. They won't bring it back up there.
Right.
But
just ignorant as hell.
So I'm there. I'm there and I'm like, yo.
You know, I would. You know what I would start doing? I would bring the machine up front and clean it.
No, you can't. No. We talking about a giant. I'm talking big compactor.
Oh, so who? Oh, it would be like multiple people pushing it up there.
No. Before? They get a truck.
Oh.
They get a truck, a long ass truck.
Okay.
To slide it, it's for trash.
Right.
To slide it on there, they slide it on there. They hook the hooks on it and shit. Hit the button. It slides up real slow. They gotta take it all the way across the city or wherever. They gotta dump it and then they gotta bring it back and shit. And they gotta put it back. But it's not just that piece. It's a piece that's bolted into the ground. That's for the to give it power, and to give it power from the building.
Right.
That piece that's bolted into the ground. They can't just bring that back up. They gotta get a specialist out to take that off and take that up to the front.
Okay. So
but because when I first started working, all of the new businesses wasn't there.
Right.
It was all alleyway and back routes and all that shit over there. Mm-hmm. Now they got the Fillmore, they got the Punchline, they got the this and the this, and it's all lights and all the bitches be out every fucking weekend and shit. Right. Yeah. So they like, we don't want to. They scared to put it back up there because they like, oh, it's an eyesore. It's an eyesore, but it fucks me up trying to do my job.
Like, well, is it an eyesore or fuck the one employee? They weighing out the options.
Fuck them other businesses. Why you worried about them?
Like, man, fuck
they not paying you to keep that shit employee. Back there.
It's all good. Fuck him.
And that's what and that's what it is.
What's the guy's name?
Yeah,
fuck him. Just fuck him. It's all good. Fuck him. Just put it back.
Yeah. Until I'm out there and a motherfucker try to eat my face.
Yeah.
And then we'll move it after that.
After that,
they not moving it. They just want to act like they don't know me.
No, after that incident, they gonna have to because it happened on their grounds and shit gonna start. Shit gonna surface like that.
No, because it's not gonna be because I was back there. It's gonna be because he was high. Yeah, it's not gonna make a difference where the trash compactor is.
But they gonna be like, what was you doing back there too? They gonna be like, oh, he was working.
Yeah, that's
once cameras start showing that you was in there working and shit like that, it's gonna be like,
I know.
But I ain't snitching.
No.
Oh.
Just saying.
So
I'm like you, cause in that moment, like I said, I'm not equipped to handle like I don't watch documentaries on how to defeat zombies. Like so, if my bullets ain't working, it's like then what?
yeah,
You gotta call the authorities.
Gotta call
man.
somebody.
I don't know who to call. Ghostbusters.
That's
They ain't coming out.
and they didn't. They
I
asked
would-
all these questions. They asked all these questions. They ain't coming to do shit.
Yeah,
Nobody ever came. And we at a spot where it be mad cops at all the time.
Yeah.
Not that day. They didn't
Not
give a
that
fuck.
day, right.
The one night I was working, came out the fucking building. It was like 20 cops parked like around me,
Just sitting there,
just chilling.
waiting for the hoes to come out the
Yup.
Fillmore.
Waiting for those to come out the Fillmore. Yeah. Wait. Playing the fucking let out. Playing the fucking
They
let
think
out.
they be low.
Nasty ass niggas. I know them cops nasty.
We be
dog.
on that shit.
I know they nasty. You ain't gonna tell me. You never be driving and ride past and see a cop
You
post
sitting
up
in the field.
in a field
Weird as hell.
What are you doing?
getting his dick sucked. That's what he doing.
Engine just running.
Engine just running. Getting his dick sucked.
Or sleeping. Whatever he doing, it ain't right. Get your ass up and
You
save
can
the
You
city.
can park up right on the street and sleep.
Fuck no, you
Ain't
can't.
who gonna stop you?
Somebody might kill you.
True.
I'm about to say a
They be
motherfucker
parking
that hate police might kill you.
Might.
You never know. That night you decide to sleep on the side of that joint, or somebody might take a picture of you. Now they got a picture of you, your car, your badge number, some shit like. Especially if you're a wild sleeper, you do like or some shit like that. They done got. Come on, bro. You Instagram famous, so you park out in the field where ain't nobody great. Walk back there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody and it's a cop car. Niggas gonna be like, it's a cop car. Let me.
They gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, they gonna leave that alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just
I think they be back there getting their dick sucked.
That's possible too.
Now
I
the only thing that contradicts that is I know, or I believe, in the cop car be they be having like 3 laptops and shit.
Right.
All set up.
Right.
So you got the bitch trying to lean over.
It's kind of hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of it's gonna be kind of
And
difficult.
the backseat ain't
The backseat
no
ain't
kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't no leg room, no nothing.
Yeah, they purposefully take all the cushion
Right, take all
out
that shit.
for whatever reason.
You slipping and sliding and all that shit. Ain't no seat. That's on me. Ain't no seatbelt in that motherfucker. Nothing.
Yeah. So, he like, nah. He's saying all the shit you saying.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, like I can't shoot him. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing to him. He like, just fight him. Like if some had, just fight him. That's what he keeps saying to me. Just fight him. He like, look, he's skinny as hell. I'm like, bro, it's not about. I'm not scared of him. He's high. I don't want to fight the high, nigga. And he not high off weed. You can fight the weed high, nigga.
Yo.
But I'm not fighting the coke heroin, nigga.
Right. Coke heroin.
I'm not fighting that guy.
No.
Needle in his arm and shit. What if he go to swing, needle pop out his arm and fly over to my arm
And go in your arm.
and
And now you got
now
AIDS,
I got the AIDS and shit.
and
And now I'm a heroin addict. Now I need heroin. I got AIDS and I need heroin. Podcast over now. I'm selling all of this.
Had a magic needle in his arm. Man. The fuck that needle go fly out his arm and then fly into yours, man.
Because everybody takes that attitude until it happened, and then they just be like, oh yeah,
I would say he had a magic needle.
Crazy. How
What you
did
get
that
from
even?
Harry Potter?
That's how did that happen?
No.
We didn't think a motherfucker would eat enough of motherfucker's face until that happened in Florida.
But when you think
And
about
then
it,
it happened.
and you hear that he was high off bath salt and shit like that, it starts to make sense.
What if Bull, whose name is Kevin, it's about to be crazy how I know his name now, whose name is Kevin, was high off bath salts? I didn't know. I'm about to tell you. So, I don't know what Kevin do. I think Kevin just do. Kevin shoot up.
Okay.
I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's in there.
Okay.
What's that, heroin?
It's
That's heroin?
his drug of choice. I don't know what
Probably,
it is.
I don't know.
I'm not in the drug business.
So, boom. My boy, he ain't trying to help me. He don't give a fuck about me. I'm like trying to just compromise. Then just help me. Just help me. Just bring the rest of the stuff out. We'll throw it in and it'll be done. It'll be done quick. When I do it by myself, hour, and I'm done. Doing it together would be done in 15 minutes. Let's just do it. Mm-hmm. He like, nah, I don't want to. Like, he like, I bought this little trash can over here.
I mean, that's rightfully so though. It's just, he been working all day. I mean,
he ain't done shit, dog. The bath salts nigga is behind me.
Right. He tired.
I gotta save you from bath salts.
The bath salts nigga is behind me. And the machine loud. So I'm not gonna hear him when he jump over the gate and shit. He said, "No, fuck you. I ain't helping you." I'm like, "All right, bet, whatever."
Shiesty.
So, shiesty is shit. So I throw the first joint in. I'm throwing them in there. I'm wilding. I don't even give a fuck how I was going in. I'm just throwing it in there, and I just keep looking. Just keep looking. The whole entire time, he just jigging, just dancing. The whole time.
That's crazy.
He just dancing and shit. Head be all down, like awkwardly down, like past your knees down, like you know that hurt, like. But still be standing. One pants leg is rolled up and shit. Like, he having a hard time. So, I'm throwing all shit in. I go and get the next joint. I come back out. At first, he done moved a little farther away from the gate. So, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, I'm throwing him in there, whatever. Throwing him in there, but I keep looking. I said, you know what? I might talk about this on the pod. But I need some video. So, I start trying to get... I'm trying to sneak and get the video, but I gotta have it because I got this joint. I gotta have it open. So I'm this way. I'm throwing the shit in this way.
You need a new case too, bro. You need a new case, bro.
They don't got no more cases. I gotta get a new phone. They don't got no more cases for this phone. I got OS phone. I got OS phone. Just my business. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
No, I just want.
But you bringing attention to it now. Now everybody looking at it.
You said that you had to do some cool shit with your phone.
So I'm doing this or whatever.
All right.
And I'm like, oh shit, if he start moving towards this gate. So he doing all this, right? He turned all the way around, his back towards me. And then he do this. Say you me. He looked dead at me.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's still doing it, but he walking towards the gate. He start walking towards the gate. All right, pause. What would you do?
I'm leaving.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I ain't bitching because I left.
What the fuck was you supposed to do?
That's what I'm saying. All right, cool. So I'm not bitching because I left.
Wait to see if he come eat your face. Or
that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm gonna walk inside.
So I left all that shit over there.
Close the door. I'm gonna look out the window. See if he.
You can't see. It's no windows over that side.
Oh,
the door though.
You talking about the door from the bathroom? That's too far down. You can't really. You know what I'm saying?
So where's another vantage point? There's no other vantage point. Like what you got to go outside and come down the alleyway and look down there or something?
You can see him from the corner. You could see him probably from the door she was talking about.
Right.
But like, I can't do my job from there.
No, I just want to see what the fuck he's doing. Did he
yeah.
Did he try to walk to where I was just at? Did he start walking down a way? Did he start
when I walk down and shit.
Right.
He kind of like start backing up and dancing plays. Then he sat down and shit. So I'm like, whatever, cool. Start doing more shit or whatever. And I told you this, the lady who come and she feed the cats,
right,
or whatever. She do this almost every other day. She feed the cats. She drove up. Like I had went to build and came back out. She drove up. I didn't see him no more.
Right.
So I told her, I said, whoa, before you go in there, because mind you, it's locked. I'm like, before you start fucking with that shit, I'm like, listen, it's a dude in there, and he was all zombie the fuck out. He was, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not telling you not to do it. Right. I'm just letting you know.
Rich like, this the apocalypse, bitch. If you let that motherfucker bite you, and you spread this shit,
right?
We dead.
She like, what he look like? I said, she was like, was he skinny white guy? I said, yeah. She said, yeah, that's Kevin. My first thought was, you know that nigga?
Oh, this bitch a functional zombie.
That nigga? She said, yeah. She's like, yeah, well, him and a couple of other people in there, they live in there.
Oh no.
And I be walking in there and sometimes gotta check to see if he dead. She said I go in there and like she said the last time I went in there I had to kick his foot for him to move and shit. She said I go in there and the needles be hanging out their arms and shit.
Yeah, what she just like seeing that type of shit? Or something?
No, she go in there to feed the cats.
I seen her feed the cats.
She go in there to feed the cats. And like I can't remember her name, but she has the blackest name I ever fucking heard for a white woman.
I made them motherfucking cats come to my crib.
Dog. So I told her, and she started talking about okay. She started talking about thank you. She started talking about thank you. You my bodyguard now, and I made that face. I'm like, bitch, your bodyguard. I did my part. I told you.
Right.
She's like, if I scream, you gotta come help me. No, the fuck, I'm not.
Pay me now. Pay me now, and I'll be that alarm system.
It's not enough money.
I'm just still try to get the money out of it.
Yeah,
if you foolish enough to pay me, shit, I'm gonna take it.
Bro,
I mean, I'm gonna hear your call.
Be the bodyguard.
I'm not helping this white woman go be a white woman all in public and shit.
Yeah,
fuck that.
what? I definitely would just
help that
money.
bitch. No, sis. I'm like, yo, over there. Don't go over there.
You can call the police.
She want to go over there.
They gonna help her. The police will help her.
They will.
It was a white man who called the police, and they didn't come.
And they ain't give a fuck.
And she called them, and they still ain't fucking come.
That's probably because
she went in there. She went in there. When she came back, she was like, he was over all the way on the other side, laying down.
Right.
And she was like, but he looked dead. They all be looking dead. I said, they all. She's like, yeah, it'd be a couple of them in there. A couple?
Just looking dead.
Bitch, sometimes I be in this joint in the dark. Like, I be in this joint in the dark. What do you mean they all? They all.
You got a couple zombies coming.
Right. Hear the moans.
I'm like, yo, I'm pie tomorrow. Hey, yo, subscribe, yo, because I'm trying to get the fuck out of here, dog. Right. Subscribe, please. Like, so that's that. I can't remember nothing before that shit. I can't remember a goddamn thing for real of my week before that shit. Like,
almost got hit with a zombie attack.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. Cause I be thinking like sometimes I ride past K&A and shit.
Okay.
You know, you ride past K&A,
right?
And it be cops posted up 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
But like nobody does anything.
Yeah, no, they looking for the crime. They ain't looking for the
niggas.
Right.
Them's white zombies.
What y'all want them to do to the zombies? Do what?
I was about to say not.
All they gonna do is arrest them
and that's what I did think about that too. That's another reason I kind of felt bad when he called the cops shit, because like they not gonna do nothing to help Bull. They just gonna throw him in the cell.
Right.
And like I just don't want him here. Like he gotta go away from here. I don't want him to get me. Like fuck that.
Don't get me.
Yeah, cause I could fight him off as much as I want to, but he not working with regular muscle strength now.
So what muscle strength he working with?
Cocaine or heroin. Like he working with chemical shit. Like he might as well be Captain America in that moment.
So what you saying is you do a line, you get extra strength or something?
Probably not a line, but if you inject it, that's what they did to Cap. Did you see Captain America?
No.
They put that shit in him, and then he was running around kicking niggas through walls and shit. You want to go fight that?
Yeah, no.
Because I'm not going to fight that. I'm not going to fight that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trained for that. Fuck that, dog.
No, real right.
Fuck that, dog. She want to unlock the door and shit. Go all in there to feed these funky ass cats. Bro, just put the food down. Like
they'll find that shit.
They'll find it. They're not unlocking and locking the fucking gate back. They climbing over it, climbing under it, and walking through it. Just put the food down, bitch.
Oh, real right.
I shouldn't have said enough. I should have let that nigga fucking catch her. That's what I should have did. Not said a fucking thing. Just was watching.
That's what black people
Now she think we friends and shit. She gonna want to talk to me every time she see me now. You seen Kevin? I don't fucking know Kevin, bitch. That's not my friend.
Well, you know, Kevin was out here the other day talking.
Yeah, now I gotta get updates on fucking Kevin and shit. He be high. I don't give a fuck. I'm cool, bro.
How many days he was sober and all this shit.
Yeah, take me. He got a rest.
Right. I seen him for 2 days.
Right.
Bitch, I didn't see his face good for real.
Right.
He had all his hair and shit. I didn't see all his face. Fuck that. I don't know who the fuck. Yeah. Then I don't want him to be sober and think he got to come and talk to me neither.
Right.
If you need anything, there's a young man that comes here. That works right there.
Yeah.
Go talk to him.
Yeah. You know what? You should go, Kevin, you should go apologize to him because he was worried about you. No the fuck I wasn't, bitch.
Right. Kevin come over there dipping.
Yeah.
Hey, Reese.
No, he come over there regular, and then after he say his sorries and all that shit, and I'm like, it's cool, don't worry about it. Like I keep trying to keep him at a distance, you know, you keep a nigga at a distance and shit. You squaring up correctly or whatever. You put your hands up, but you got your back, you know what I'm saying? You got your feet where you supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't really recognize that, but you got it, and then he start talking. Well, you know, I mean, if you got a couple dollars, no, you're not about to sit here and ask me. Right. No, you're not about to sit here and ask me for a fucking change in the alleyway.
Lock your car.
My car done been broken into like 4 times out there.
Come on, Kevin, come.
Yeah, for real. It ain't the car. My car door locks. It's the building door. I be fucking worried about. Like I done been downstairs and watched like drunk white women open the fucking door. Like, is this where they cook the wings at? No, it's not where they cook the wings at, bitch. Get out of here. This not the restaurant.
No, heifer.
No, get the fuck. You don't feel how cold? It's a freezer. You don't feel how cold it is? I don't feel nothing. Bitch, get out. Had another bitch a couple years ago. She wanted to accuse me, but she really couldn't.
Right.
She was like, my phone is in here.
And I was like, just like that.
Right. And I was like, no, it's not. She was like, so what happened was, it was like 6 of them. Another dude pulled her. She was upset.
Right.
And he started talking. He was like, listen, I'm a police officer, but I'm off duty. I'm off duty cop or whatever. You know, we're doing a find her phone thing. Somebody ran and took her phone or whatever. And, you know, we doing a find her phone thing. On the map, it says here.
Right.
Can I just come in and take a look around for the phone? I said, all right, you can, and I'll walk with you. But I know it's not here because these doors are locked and I'm the only person here. But everybody ain't coming in. It'll just be me and you. And you can try to look and see if you see the phone.
Right.
So we go in there. Of course, he don't see the phone. The thing is, whoever took our phone threw it on the roof.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened. They took our phone and they chucked it on the roof.
So it just seemed like it was...
So it seemed like it's in the building.
But it's on top of
But it's on top. She is not having it.
Right.
She's not having it. It say it's right here. I want my phone. I'm like, sis, I don't have your fucking phone. And you ain't getting in here either.
Right.
So you gonna have to
keep that shit moving.
You have to keep that shit rolling, bitch.
Right.
No, cause that motherfucker took my phone. And you know how you go? Are you do you want to say I took your phone? Cause we both know I didn't take your phone. Whoever took your phone, it wasn't me.
Right.
Like, we both know that. Somebody took my phone, and this saying is in here. All right, well, look, I'm going to close the door, because this conversation going in circles, and it ain't in here. But I will do a couple, they start pulling her away. Come on, we out of here. We out. Fuck that phone. Fuck that phone.
Fuck that phone.
Okay, yeah. These was white women, too. So
right.
These was all white people and shit. This would be fucking mostly... fucking white people out there, whatever, you know. But yeah, I had my car broken into 3-4 times. Fucking found my little Yu-Gi-Oh cards from when I was a kid and shit. Uh-huh. Took them from the house or whatever. It was like, oh shit. Stole all my joints out the car. Yeah, all my joints were stolen out there.
And what happened? The doors unlocked or?
So the problem was, this was old car. Problem was the doors would lock, but like the shit was fucked up. It's like I had a key fob joint, and so I would hit the key fob or whatever, and sometimes it'll like the doors will lock, but when it's time for me, they won't unlock.
Got you. Like the battery was getting dead.
Right. So I'll be trying to unlock the joint and it won't unlock. or it'll unlock, but the car battery don't think the doors are unlocked. So I'm trying to stick the key in and cut the joint, and the car won't come on.
Right.
So what would happen is I would have to keep the doors unlocked. It was no way for me to really lock the doors up today. I had to keep the doors unlocked.
Yeah.
So it was like after a while, I just stopped keeping shit in the car.
Right.
But like you had papers and shit, all my papers thrown the fuck around or whatever. But this was years. This was years and years and years and years ago at this point. But yeah, I done had all kinds of shit. I had a dude come in. When I first got the big job, I had a dude come in trying to sell a fucking little ass notebook laptop and shit. Mm-hmm. He had that shit in a plastic bag or whatever. But like I'm wrapping my shit up or whatever. Got my headphones blasting. I'm in there dancing whatever, doing my thing and shit. And he behind me.
Right.
Like I'm supposed to be in the building alone. I turn around and it's just a nigga behind me. He like, what the fuck? And he like, oh, I scared him too.
I think with the pressure washer, like.
Right. So I had already wrapped it up.
Oh, all right.
I was wrapping it up.
Right.
So I closed the door and shit, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Like,
fuck you want, dog?
He like, like he holding the laptop like this. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. And then you walk away. So boom. Next day.
Right.
He come during the day while everybody there. And I'm like, I just happen to see him now. I recognize him now.
Right.
I see him. He try to come. And I'm like, yo, didn't I tell you before nobody want that fucking laptop? He's like, man, fuck out of here, man. And then somebody else was like, hey, yo, what's going on? And he like, man, I'm trying to sell this drone. And like they all fucking white people, so they start talking to him and shit. And I just let that shit ride. All right, go ahead. You fucking deal with it. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But of course, when nobody buying that some laptop you got in the fucking plastic bag or whatever.
Shit. No chargers or nothing?
Nope, just laptop.
Just a laptop, small notebook drone.
Oh, he tripping.
Shit.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck he. Yeah.
One day I thought I set the building on fire, yo. Dog. All right, so look. You know how before work you setting up some shit for after work?
Right.
I'm setting up some shit. Like old freak journal. Like she about to do it all. I've been waiting on this pussy. So I got the shit on. It's set up.
Right.
So I go to work and I'm flying. Like, you know how you flying through the job, like skating. I'm probably fucking everything up. I don't care. I'm skating through the job. I get done and I know that I didn't like do everything right. Mm-hmm. But you know, it's corners you could cut. It's not so bad.
Right.
Fam. I'm fast forward. I'm at Shorty crib. And I walk in, her friend is there or whatever, some dude he there or whatever, and we chilling. Right. And they was watching the news, like the news had popped on, and they talk about, oh, it's a big fire, and they just keep naming the block. It sound like the block my job on, and the building look like it, but they not saying the name of the building, but they saying that bitch on fire.
Ooh.
I'm like, please don't let me have fucking shit up over some pussy, dog. Please don't let me have done this. I mean, I want to go check. Like,
right.
I want about to leave and go check. Like,
oh, man.
I had, you know what I'm saying? I just,
had some shit lined up.
Yeah, I did what I had to do. Like, I was
stay there and fucking not say the bill.
all fucking night. Yep. Fucking, yep. And I ain't checked. And then fucking next week when I went back, building was there and it was fine. So
could have been that.
Somebody else's issue.
Right.
Somebody else's issue.
That's crazy.
You want to get into Dave?
Yeah, we can get into Dave.
Dave Chappelle put out a part of special.
The closer.
They said he said it's his last one.
It's his final one.
It's his final one. Now, I think it might be his final for this Netflix deal.
Right.
And like, if Netflix is smart, they're gonna re-up they're gonna re-up.
Right.
Now he might want to break or whatever.
Definitely gonna want to break.
He'll probably want to break, but they're gonna they're gonna back the dump truck of money up on Dave.
Cause that was
they know who the fuck they got.
right.
They not only do they know who the fuck they got, quiet as kept. Amazon just signed a deal with Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
They just signed a deal with Eddie Murphy.
Right.
So if you got Dave Chappelle, you can't get you and they got Eddie Murphy. Whether Dave wins last special or not, you can't go get the next biggest.
Right.
So you gonna re-up with who the fuck you got.
For sure.
You re-ing up.
Only makes sense.
Only makes sense. So I think it's his last one for his current deal.
Right.
It ain't. I don't think it's his last one. I mean, he you know. You saw it?
Yeah, I watched it.
How'd you like it?
I liked it. It was funny. Like I might say, it had a lot of parts that was funny. You know, it made me choke on my smoke when I was smoking and stuff. You know, it's regular Dave Chappelle shit. It wasn't as funny as as his other ones, but it was still funny.
That's what I was thinking.
And
I was thinking some of the other ones had a little bit.
Yeah,
but I think he had something to say.
I was about to say that this one was a little more. It still hit home. Like it touched a few.
Touched a lot of
Right, touched on a lot of good points. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of stuff off his chest. A lot of stuff that people may have needed to hear. You know.
You know what I like? You know what I like? What he does when he does that.
Right.
Like, because I think it's two different parts of Dave when he's performing, right? I think there is standing up, he's doing stand up, and he's trying to bust your gut.
Right.
Like he's trying to kill you with the laughter. And then it's the other side where Dave got something to say. So he might throw a couple of jokes in there.
Right.
But he really got something to say.
Right.
And I think we've seen that in like he had a 30-minute joint that came out during the pandemic, and I think that was more, a mixture or whatever.
Right.
And he also had the joint where he told when he was first telling everybody not to watch his show, the Chappelle show
on Netflix.
Right. And that one was more, he was standing on stage, but he more so had something to say.
Right.
I think this to me felt like he was using his ability to be funny as a way to say these things. You know what I mean? Like he had something he wanted to get off his chest, something he wanted to say. Versus, I'm trying to be the funniest person on earth.
Right.
You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. I didn't, like I said, I didn't really laugh as much as some of the other ones.
Right.
But what I like is I like that Dave doesn't present himself as being the comedian that has it all figured out.
Right.
Like, y'all don't know, but I know.
Right. He lets you know.
He like, yo, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I don't know. I feel this way about shit, but maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's this way, and maybe it's up and left. I don't know. I feel these way about things or whatever. I like that whatever Dave is saying,
right,
he stand behind that shit though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He stand behind that shit. I like that about Dave. That like getting canceled and all that shit don't scare him in the slightest. Right. Like he whatever the fuck on his spirit,
yeah,
he letting it off.
Right.
He let it off. And even though I think people misinterpret, if you don't have all the answers, then that means that your response isn't well thought out. And I don't think that is necessarily true.
Right.
I think you can acknowledge not having all the answers while also articulating that in a very engaging way. And I think that's what Dave is like masterful at. And on this special, to me, he really showed that.
Yeah.
Like, he really showed that because it was a lot of people mad at Dave. But every time he do a special,
I was about to say that.
Every time he do a special, they mad at Dave.
New, really.
But, like, This one, like this one, like it's so many different sides. It's not just two sides of one topic or one coin. Like he was showing you multitudes of different sides and emotions. Yeah, and like towards the end, I won't get into spoilers because I hate when people talk about a comedy special and start telling you the fucking jokes. It just came out. Like, go watch the fucking special. Like, I hate that.
Right.
But he told a story or whatever after after talking about all the things that he disagree with when it comes to like the trans community, especially. He told a story of somebody that was legitimately his friend, who was a part of that community, or whatever, and how they fucking killed themselves after they were defending him over the jokes in his last special. Right. And not even to get into what he said, what was really taking me like was Dave was emotional. Yeah. Like he's sad about that. And I think that's the part where a lot of people miss Dave is that I don't think Dave don't be speaking from a place of anger or hatred. Right. Like he might be misunderstood, like ignorant or misunderstood, or a comedian who's not going to say the thing that's just going to make you feel good. That's not what a comedian is. That's not what an auteur is supposed to do. But it's like working through it in his mind, working through it with the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think it was dope, even though it wasn't the funniest. Right. It wasn't the funniest. It's a lot of comedians who jump out there and don't have the funniest special, but that shit also wasn't thought provoking at all either. Yeah. It was just a waste of an hour. Dave shit was alright, and they trying to get Dave out. Like they like, oh, Netflix need to take this down. Netflix ain't taking down shit, bro. Netflix. First of all, you know how much money Netflix has given Dave? Right. They can't take the money away from him. Right. Why the fuck would they take the special down? That's not how. Like, it's not how things work. You can't complain for him. I mean, you can try. Right. But, like, Netflix ain't buckling. And that is one thing that I have seen. Like, if I use my mental Rolodex, I can't think of a time Netflix, like, buckled. Right. Like, maybe it's a time, I think with 13 Reasons Why, it was something with that show. Mm-hmm. Where people complained and they changed a little something. I think they might have just put like a disclaimer in the beginning of the show.
You said it's called 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah, it's about suicide. It's a show about like suicide. Okay. It's fucking teenagers. I'm not watching that shit. But I think at the beginning it didn't have a disclaimer, and I think people complained, and so they threw the disclaimer at the beginning of the show or whatever. I think. Don't get me lying. Don't quote me. Don't get me lying. But I know. But other than that, I can't, off the top of my head, think of another time when Netflix buckled. Like,
I mean, I feel like, me personally, I feel like they buckled when Dave went on the strike, where it told us not to watch the Chappelle Show, because like they took it off, and then they came to a mutual agreement, and they, like, I want to say a week or a couple months, they had that joint right back up there, and it was.
But his argument wasn't with Netflix. His problem wasn't with Netflix. Okay. His problem was with, it was with a different company.
Got you. Okay.
So his issue was with them. Netflix was on his side.
Oh, okay.
So they took it off per his request. Okay. So they did the right thing in that. In that one. Yeah.
Got you. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So when he worked out the deal, when Dave and this other company, the heads of this other company, they worked out a better deal or whatever. They worked out a better deal, and once that was finalized or whatever, boom, Netflix put it back up. Gotcha. So they was on Dave's side with that. Okay. Yeah. I feel like it was HBO. Am I tripping?
I can't remember like it was HBO. But I do know it was.
Like, I know it was Comedy Central.
He did. Yeah.
I know it was Comedy Central.
That's what I was saying. I know it's Comedy Central. I don't know.
But like,
who's it? Like the head of the comic, like.
But it's like all of this
Central.
is like Viacom though.
Gotcha.
All of this is like Viacom, if I'm not mistaken. So like, the guy who deals with that portion of that part of the company is new. So what I've heard is a lot of the bad deals that was done back in the 90s and early 2000s,
right?
He's coming in and rectifying all those deals or whatever. When Dave talked about it, he mentioned dude name, and I was listening to another podcast, and they talked about dude too.
Right.
And they said, "Yo, he fixed my deal too. He's young and he's new. He fixing all those like fucked up deals or whatever. Like when it come to our greats and shit,
right?
You know. So, yeah, So, yeah, I can't think of a time. And I'm not saying that they didn't. I just really can't fathom a time when it happened or whatever. When Netflix specifically buckle. A lot of these other streaming services will buckle.
Right.
They will buckle.
Put some pressure on.
But I like, you know what I like is if you go on Netflix and you want to see all the LGBTQ content you want, you can see all of that.
Right, you can just type it in.
But you can also see the other side too. Mm-hmm. If you want to see only that.
Right.
And then they have their Black Voices section. And then they have they have the gamut of everything. Mm-hmm. And I think like, you know, I do like that.
Right.
I do like that. I like that. You know,
they give you a variety.
Everybody,
options.
For the consumer, you get a variety.
Right.
But also, it's like they're not. I won't say that they not, like you can't claim that because the opposite side is being shown that they are agreeing with the opposite side.
Right.
Because your side is also being shown. It's also given a platform. It's also being shown. It's all up there. Anybody who wants to go watch it can go watch it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people. Squid Games, which is a North Korean show, is the highest viewed thing on Netflix in history currently. It's only been out like 3 weeks.
Right.
Squid Games is number one.
That's crazy.
It's number one on Netflix after like 3 weeks. And spoiler alert, it's good up until the fucking end. I really want to talk about it if y'all have finished it, but you didn't start it and you didn't finish it.
Well, I did start. I started too.
That's right. You start at the very, very beginning.
Right. Red light, green light.
Red light, green light.
Yeah.
And a lot of the episodes are really good, but in my opinion, that end, bro, like that shit did not move me at all. Like that shit didn't do.
Soulless.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Nothing moves you.
Maybe. No, stuff moves me.
Like what?
Stuff moves me. Don't say that, yo.
Puppies and kittens.
Like what? Because they'd be like, "Ooh, I'm on
Puppies and kittens, because I know you don't like Christmas music.
I fucking hate Christmas
music.
music.
All holidays.
Right.
I hate Christmas music.
You a
I
Scrooge.
hate Christmas in general.
You a Scrooge. That's why.
Fuck that. You like Christmas music for real?
Bro.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Like when
you
I hear
Christmas music.
I smile.
Yeah.
Like when I hear it, I like it.
You
Like
oh.
I enjoy it. Turn it up. That's my shit. I like that.
See?
Jingle bell, jingle bell. Yeah, I'm with all that.
Just angry all the time.
Just all the time.
No, I think you let the media tell you like Christmas music, and then you just.
I like to hear Christmas music. I like watching Christmas movies. I like seeing Christmas decorations.
What Christmas movie you like to see?
This Christmas.
This Christmas,
right?
The one with
Chris Brown.
and shit. But you a Chris Brown fan?
But
so you just watching a Chris Brown movie?
No, I like Christmas movies.
You like Takers too? You like Takers as well?
Yeah, it's a good movie. But I don't like that because of Chris Brown. I like that because of Idris Elba and T.I. They both did they join on that.
It's okay that you don't like no holidays.
Right.
It is holidays already.
Dang.
Ruth's birthday.
Steak and blowjob day.
What the fuck?
That's not a holiday. It's made up.
Every holiday is made up.
Not a national holiday.
I like Thanksgiving sometimes. Huh?
Sometimes.
Never.
I do like Thanksgiving. I like.
I don't have turkey meat.
You know what it is? I like. You know what? You're right.
You don't like Thanksgiving, man? You don't like Thanksgiving, man, with yams and macaroni and cheese?
Memories. Cause like in the last like couple of years, the food ain't been what it was when I was a kid.
It's cause
ain't nobody cooking it right.
Nobody cooks the way he wants to.
Everybody.
But he not cooking it either.
You ain't going to your mom's house neither. That's why.
He did.
She not doing it right either.
He feel like it ain't right.
She not. It don't be right.
Oh,
But he won't get in the kitchen and cook it how he want it.
Cause I'm not gonna do it right.
What?
So nobody can do it.
That's what I'm saying.
So what the hell is wrong with what you looking for? Something that you never had before?
No, I know. I like you know how you had something you tasted.
But who made it? That you talking about? You had
Back in
something.
the day, my mom used to kill in the kitchen.
Oh, so
my
what's wrong?
grandmother,
what you think it is?
Rest her soul. She used like
okay.
all the way up until the end, bro. She was it.
So you think it was his grandma that was the touch?
My mom used to. Dog, we used to sometimes we used to just have Christmas at the house. Right. Me, my mom, and Ashley. We was young.
Right.
Every once in a while, sometimes we'll get my cousins from around the corner. They'd come over, whatever. They'd cook together and shit.
Right.
And that shit used to be lit. It used to be lit because it wasn't a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with all that.
Right, everybody getting seconds.
Everybody getting seconds and thirds and shit. Y'all having a good old time, whatever.
Right, watching anything you want to watch.
Used to be great, and the food tasted good.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, it's been a little lackluster. I think people lazy. It's getting a little lackluster. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But I like it. Other than that, what other holiday is even dope? Like, what other holiday even dope? All of them whack.
Christmas.
Christmas is whack.
Christmas is not whack.
Christmas is trash, bro.
Christmas
You let media tell you Christmas is
Or
dope.
maybe somebody just actually like it. It don't have to be me.
I like the Grinch.
What you like about Christmas?
I just told you.
What you like about Christmas?
Music.
Aside from what
movies.
Media tell you to like.
I like Christmas music. I like Christmas movies.
You like a Christmas movie.
I like. I just told you another. I said the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
It could be whatever he likes.
All right, okay.
I really like Christmas movies, bro. I watch on the Hallmark channel when it's Christmas time.
No, you don't.
I watch that.
No, the fuck you don't.
Yes, I do.
You go to your aunt's house. You go to somebody's house and they watching it, and you just let it run.
If it's around Christmas time, I might watch the Charlie Brown Christmas, or I watch the Hallmark channel, and they be having all types of Christmas joints just flowing through.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Boom, another one.
Movies is trash, though.
Hater, man. Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights. It's another joint I'll be watching.
Where he be singing the whole time and shit?
It was one of my favorite joints when I was a kid.
The
animated joint, yeah.
The animated joint.
Yeah, that was a good joint when I was a kid. It was funny.
You be singing the songs?
No, I don't know none of the songs. I used to laugh at the short bowl until they played him and made him cry and all that shit.
I didn't see it because I don't watch Christmas movies.
Yeah, it's cool.
I don't like.
Yeah, that was my shit. Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights. I watch.
You like decorating and shit too. Yeah. Putting the tree up.
I mean,
all that shit.
I've never really got all the way into it, but I like to see it. Like if I'm riding past somebody's crib, I like to see that shit. Or if I'm coming to somebody's house, I like to see, trees and shit up. Like, it ain't like I'm like, put that shit down. Like, no, I like, that's nice. That's real nice. You know what I mean? I like riding out in the counties because the counties go crazy with their lawns. They put the big snowman, blow up snowman and rain, all types of shit. Yeah, I like seeing all that.
I don't mind seeing it. I don't want to. But I don't care though.
I mean, that's you're entitled to it.
Yeah.
Like I used to feel like I honestly feel that way about Halloween. Like that's not something I really care about. So I mean, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. You know what I would like Halloween, like when grown people have parties,
right?
Like actual Halloween parties, everybody dress up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool.
Right.
But I also think a cosplay party aside from Halloween would also be cool. So it's not really about the Halloween portion of it.
Right.
They don't really do nothing for me either.
Right.
And then here, they be like, ooh, for Halloween we gonna eat candy and have popcorn and watch scary movies.
Do not go trick or treating around here.
I'm fine with that. I'm not saying that that's bad, but they won't watch nothing scary.
We do watch it.
They
Fun.
won't watch nothing scary, and they want that.
So what do you consider scary? What's a scary movie to you?
I want to see some scary shit.
Like,
mind you, there are kids who are going to be afraid of the dark.
Let them be scared.
So we watch one scary movie.
What's a scary movie to you, bro? What you consider scary?
To be honest with you, it's hard to scare me now.
That's what I'm saying. You
It's
over
hard to
here
scare
acting
me,
like
man.
the movie that they pick is gonna be like, oh, this scary. You gonna be like, it's all right.
But they pick a bunch of kids. Shit,
You gotta give me an idea, like what? An example of what you feel like is a scary.
At least a real horror movie, like a real okay. Like you mentioned Halloween earlier,
right?
If they was like, "Are we gonna watch the new Halloween?" I'm cool. Okay, cool.
But
if they said A Quiet Place 2, I kind of heard some bad reviews on it, but I haven't seen it yet, and I want to see it. If they said Quiet Place 2, all right, cool. I'm bet. I also heard that Candyman was kind of bad, but I'll watch. I haven't seen it yet.
Right.
They say, "Come on, we're gonna watch Candyman."
So I feel like you willing to watch those movies because this is just the unseen, like, you know what I'm saying. So
no, I want to see something where they actually trying to scare you, not like children movies.
We watch a scary movie and then we'll watch.
So why you don't feel like Candyman would be considered a children's movie?
Candyman?
Yeah. Because it scared us when we was kids. It's like, Candyman ain't real now, so why would it scare you now?
Like I said, nothing is really going to scare me now.
Right.
But I'm also, like, I won't be bored with that. That's actually, I'm assuming, hopefully, it's actually a well-done movie.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I like watching movies.
Right.
So hopefully there'll be a
sure.
well-done movie or whatever, and I'll get my, you know what I'm saying, off of that. Like, we watched it a couple years ago.
Right. The one or two?
I haven't seen two. I only seen the first one.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And that joint was good.
Yeah. And I
wasn't afraid, but it was a good movie.
Right. I'm gonna say I liked it because they with the character they really dove in more, like even with showing him in the drool shit like that when he used to be drooling, like when he was drooling over the kids, like because back in the day it was just the camera was zooming on his face and he would just be like opening his mouth and all that shit like that.
Yeah,
but this
they actually can get into better CGI,
right,
better effects.
Right.
They can, they know where it was lacking here, and they also know that like Stephen King, when he wrote the book, he put a whole bunch of weird shit in there, and it's like we can skip all of this.
Right.
We can skip this whole orgy thing. We don't need all that. Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
A little crazy, baby.
Yeah, the book is wild. Stephen King is wild. So you know how it's all the kids, right?
Right.
In the book, it's not two books. It's one book. And they go back and forth between the time when they're kids and the time when they're adults. And when they were kids, for them to get away from Pennywise in the beginning, they all had to have sex with the girl.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the ritual was them all having sex with the girl. It's in the book.
This is crazy.
But also Pennywise is an alien entity and is a whole thing with a giant world-sized turtle. It's like a whole. The book is crazy. So the movies took all that shit. We don't need all that dumb shit.
Right.
We don't need all that dumb shit. We need the kids and the clown and the scary shit and all this. That's all we need.
Right.
He eat the kids. He like the fear. That's what we need. We gonna have that shit. Cool. I'm cool. But I'm not, like, they start picking all this childish shit. We want to watch Hocus Pocus. I'm not watching Hocus Pocus.
Yeah,
I'm not watching Hocus Pocus. We want to watch The Night Before Christmas.
They want
to watch
The
Night Before Christmas. Yeah.
Night Before Christmas.
Let me tell you.
But that's not scary movie.
Let me tell you.
No, we watched one actual scary movie.
Which was?
No, we would just pick whatever. We'll watch one actual one, but I'm not going to be up with them all night scared of the dark.
Got you.
How you gonna be out with them?
So
we in the room together. Yeah. They gonna get past me to get to you.
So we'll watch one actual scary movie, and then we'll watch like the Disney scary movies.
Right. So
like
or why don't you just y'all watch the Disney scary movies and then make them go upstairs and y'all watch the.
He don't even be with us half the night anyway. He'll throw his headphones on.
No, that's not true. Every time I watched it, which one didn't I watch?
Hocus Pocus.
We watched It.
We watched It.
We watched Chucky, the first Chucky.
What the new one?
No, the old first Chucky.
Okay.
We watched the old first Chucky. We watched something else too.
I don't know. We do watch one actual scary movie and then we
Yeah.
Watch
Whenever they go to the whenever they go to the palate cleanser, I bail. I'm not watching that shit.
Okay.
But it's like, what's the point? You supposed to be this the scary day. You supposed to be scared. That's how you celebrate the day. That's like if on Christmas you give all your gifts, but then at the end you take all the gifts away.
It's not.
That's the same thing to me.
These are Halloween movies, so we're still watching Halloween movies.
It's
Right.
not really.
They are.
It's not really.
I mean, it would probably be like on Christmas Day, you giving them the gifts and then telling them like, this is a gift you already had. I just rewrapped it or some shit like that, and it's like, oh, this ain't really nothing new. It's like, yeah, no, I just put some stickers on it, so now it look like a new Xbox or something like that. Like I put a new new layer on it or something.
But point being, you're not really celebrating the holiday.
I mean, I am, because you still think it's a new game and it's cleaned and probably all that type of shit like that, so it looked new.
But that's not right though. That's not the essence of the day. Like, if we doing the essence of the day,
it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, you know
That's it.
Yo,
It's the thought that
You
counts.
can torture kids and scare them.
That's it. He just want to hear him knocking on the door.
they
Get out of here. Go to bed.
My door. That's what I'm
that-
saying. Let's get your ass to bed.
Go to bed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn, as they
You
in
gotta
there,
go do that.
as they in there, and their mind is just going crazy, and they seeing shadows and shit,
Fam,
and they seeing
they
shit
both
out
try to
their
sleep
window.
with their fucking lights on as it is, bro.
Yeah,
And they way too fucking old to be doing that.
Listen.
If you ask me,
man, listen. You
they don't
scared?
pay men out of no
When
light
you
bill.
scared, you gotta figure that shit out, man. I used to do the same shit when I was
Yeah, you
scared.
gotta figure. You
I used
know.
to turn that fucking light on, sleep
Bro.
with the light on, sleep with the TV on, sleep with good movies on,
I
all
used-
that shit.
When
Yeah.
as a kid,
Right.
As a kid, my bed, right? My bed, the head of my bed was pointed towards the door.
Right.
So my back of my head was towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm laying down and I look up, I could see into the bathroom. The way the light from the moon shined into the skylight
In the bathroom.
in the bathroom, it looked like it was alien light.
Right.
So as a kid, I thought every night the aliens was like, if you come in this bathroom, you ain't coming back out.
That's
That
why
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I used to close my door.
But you know what though? I dealt with it.
Yeah.
I ain't
You
go
ain't
to
go
the
to the
bathroom.
Exactly. What
I-
they gonna do if they think it's in the room?
Right. If they think
They
it's
got
already
the
in
fucking
there.
fight. Look at
Come on,
fight
fuck.
that nigga,
You
dog.
ain't fight this army.
You'd have been
He
sleeping.
was real.
If the light,
He was real.
real.
They're not real.
You don't know that.
You playing trick in your mind.
But
If
you
the
don't know
light-
that as a kid.
If the lights is shining in your room, you would have been sleeping in your mom room, man.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would have
I ain't
been.
no bitch like that.
You'd have been sleeping in your mom
No,
room.
I'd
Or
have
in
fuck-
Ashley room.
No, I ain't never sleep in Ashley room. My bed too small.
You'd have been sleeping in there if the fucking
I would
alien
have
light.
been no. You ready? You ready? I'm gonna
Right.
tell you how. I got two things for you. I'm gonna tell
Right.
you how. Okay, boom. When I would sleep on the other side, I could see right out the window.
Right.
Right, I could see my eyes pointed right out the window. Across the way, their chimney joint at the top. It would be the aluminum cylinder with the thing over it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a tree. It's a big ass tree in the yard,
Right.
where the leaves and the vines used to come like over my window a little bit, so you really couldn't tell what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You really didn't know what it was if you didn't know what it was.
Right.
You ever see the movie Signs?
Yes.
Okay, remember she said, "Oh, it's a monster outside my window. Can I have a glass of water?"
Mm-hmm.
And he don't believe her. He go get her the water, whatever. They take it back in the room. They talk for a second. He look out the window and he see the motherfucker looking at him.
Right.
Every time I looked at that window, that's what I thought immediately. I ain't never leave because I ain't no bitch.
Because you ain't ordered that.
That's why.
Yeah, no,
Let me
I'm
read
going.
this real quick.
I'm agreeing with
Sarah
questions.
says, "Oh my God, you have them watch children movies in a different room. Plus, Halloween is about protecting yourself from evil spirits. Spirits, and
Talk to her to cut this bullshit
that
out.
are returning to
No.
for a few nights.
Halloween is about being fucking scared. It's about being scared. Things that go bump in the night, scary shit, ghosts, goblins and shit. It's scary shit. You're supposed to be scared. If I could find a movie that was good and also scary, I would watch it. I would watch the shit. But it's either the shit is scary, but it ain't. The story is trash, or the story's really good and it ain't really fucking scary. I'm grown now, so it's hard to scare me. But them niggas, you supposed to be fucking scared. Why the fuck you need a palate cleanser? They not 6. I can understand if you was like 4.
You didn't care if they were 4. You still
It was a little. It was
movie.
funnier back then when they were scared, but now it just looked like, God damn, dog, y'all still. But as in holidays, no, I don't like no fucking holidays. All of them trash. Y'all mentioned 3 holidays. Which other ones y'all like?
New Year's
Flag Day,
Juneteenth.
Okay, I'll celebrate Juneteenth.
Look at that, the stutter.
Juneteenth. Yeah, okay, boom. Juneteenth. I like Juneteenth.
Right.
That's it. That steak and blowjob. Other than that, nothing. Everything else is trash. Or for somebody else, in which case.
When is steak and blowjob day? What day is
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I only be knowing when it come up.
Exactly.
It's actually coming up. I know it's towards the end. I know it's towards like the middle of the end of the year.
Shut your lies up.
All we gotta do is Google.
Please do.
That's all.
All we gotta do is Google.
Got
the fuck?
Got the power right in your hands.
Exactly. So go do it then.
All right, boom. When is steak and blowjob day?
That's not a national holiday.
Steak and Blowjob Day will be on Monday, March 14th, 2022.
Oh, so you passed it.
Yeah, March 14th. That's next
March
year.
14th.
It's next year. So it's in the beginning of the
My birthday
year.
the 20th. I ain't gonna never see that.
Beginning of the year.
I ain't gonna never see that shit.
Good for you.
It's all good. But yeah, so that exists.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, February 14th. I knew it. I knew
March
it.
14th.
March 14th. I'm sorry.
420.
Huh?
420.
420, that shit. But I don't fucking, I don't
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, weed ain't my shit, so. Yeah, holidays is trash, bro. Holidays is trash and y'all trash for liking it.
I think you're trash for not liking them. That's exactly what I think is going on here.
Y'all are letting the media fucking
I don't care.
get into your
Well,
mind.
let the media do it then. I like it.
Alright, cool. As long as we can just keep it a buck and a line. For not liking.
Let it snow.
And then you know what? Of course, it's gonna be some classic like
Rudolph the red
no. But like, okay, if I like Boys to Men,
Right.
because Boys to Men do what Boys to Men do,
Mm-hmm.
but they just do it with the backdrop of a Christmas song. It's still Boys to Men.
Oh
Right.
That don't really count.
It does count.
Okay.
It don't really
It does
count.
count. Just like when the Jackson 5 do it. It counts.
I probably don't even like it when the Jackson 5. I probably only like it when Boys to Men do it.
Because you're a hater.
Cause them songs trash. That song trash. Them songs trash.
Yeah. Hater.
All right.
Hater.
We could move on.
Right. For sure.
All right, I got a question for you. Somebody posted this on Facebook, and then I shared it, and I want to get your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bull said, a man will know he want to marry you after 6 months in. He don't need 4+ years.
Okay. I've heard it all my life.
Nope. What's your thoughts?
Me personally, 6 months is too short of a time.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone can portray an image for 6 months, and then once y'all start dealing with each other within the next year or two,
Mm-hmm.
start showing their true colors, and then now it's like, oh, what the fuck is this? And it's like,
Right.
oh, this been me from the door, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, I'm a firm believer in when the time is right, the time is right. Is I don't want to say it's not a too early, because it kind of is. Cause you gotta, I mean, like if you taking that step, I feel like you gotta take the time out to learn someone. Now, if y'all really taking that time out to learn each other, early and fast, and it's like y'all time is lining up, like y'all going on dates and y'all really meeting each other's people, talking, having conversations about each other's life and background and stuff like that. It can happen, but me personally, you know, 6 months is too short of a time. So I need at least a year or two, some change or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Do you think? Do you think you could replace 6 months with any time? Like, for example, you say 6 months is too short, right?
right.
But the thing says a man knows
Oh,
within 6 months. Do you think you could replace that? Like, if they said a man knows after 2 years if he wants to marry you, do you think there's a time that you would agree with?
yeah. I feel like it's not. I don't want to say possible because it. But yeah, it is. It is like you have at least an idea of like, damn, I think I want to marry this person. Like, if they're meeting all your standards and doing everything that you like, I
So
feel like
what time would you say?
um
In your honest opinion, in your opinion.
yeah, probably like a year, 6 months to a year. Yeah, so
Okay. Okay.
because I mean it's yeah, like I guess you can get an idea like, damn, I can see myself spending the rest of my life with this person. You know what I'm saying? If it continues to go as planned, so
Okay. Okay. Ask me the question.
what about you? I don't remember the question.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Not only fuck no, but y'all are fucking stupid. Here's why.
Right.
Think of any friend, right?
Right.
Any friend that you've ever had that maybe switched up on you, maybe y'all was cool for 2-3 years and y'all got into an argument or whatever, or
Right.
they start getting brand new and shit, and they switched on you or whatever, and maybe y'all try to confront it, and it's like, no, this is who I am or whatever, right? There's no way, for real, you know a person after 6 months. There's no way you really know that person. Imagine if that friend that I brought up, right, after that friend switched on you after 2 years, or that friend did you dirty after 6 years, or whatever, right?
Right.
Imagine if 6 months in, you signed paperwork to put y'all together forever. That thing that happened could still have happened,
Right.
Just divorce him.
right?
Yeah, but
Hear me out, though. Because this question really not for you, but hear me out, though. So this is my issue with this, right? This is my issue with this. It's annoying to me because it's a ploy to make you feel like you should be on a time limit. That's what it's used for, right? There is no amount of time. There should be no amount of time
right.
to which something now clicks to make you think, oh yeah, I'll be with this person for the rest of my life. A year and a day is not a year. It's a year and a day.
Right.
So if 365 days have gone by and you like, somebody asks you, could you marry this person? And you like, I don't really know.
Right.
But then the next day, you felt like, yeah, I could. Right? But the rule is a year. And you saying, I don't know, after a year, meant that bitch should leave you, and she left you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You see how it's like, that it's arbitrary.
Yeah, I mean,
It's arbitrary, but it's used. It's the ploy is used to make you as a man feel like you're wasting their time. Like you're wasting their time. Because you know after 6 months. You don't even know her.
Right. Really.
After, if you meet somebody in January, by January, February, March, April, May. By May,
especially if you still catching them in lies and shit.
Let's say everything perfect.
Nah.
Let's say everything is perfect for from January all the way to June, everything is perfection. You don't know if by come Thanksgiving that her and her family eat like sacrifice babies or some shit and eat them for Thanksgiving. That's their ritual. You don't fucking know because you don't know them. But for them first 6 months, that bitch super dope.
I mean,
you don't know her.
That's kind of a question you ask.
You don't ask that. You sacrifice babies.
No,
on
you
that.
ask about the holidays though, bro. What y'all do for the holidays? What you do for the
Me and
holidays?
my family, we get together and we eat. We get together, we eat just like everybody else.
But I'm saying if that's something she proud about, she gonna say that.
It
Right.
might be normal.
That's
It
what I'm
might be
saying.
normal, so she don't know that she don't say it because she think everybody do it. We get together and we eat.
But if everybody do it, then you say it like everybody do it. You know, regular shit, sacrifice babies and shit, eat them. You know.
Or she might say something vague like, yeah, we get together, we do the ritual or whatever, and we eat.
Then you say what ritual?
The ritual, but
it could be traditional.
It could be traditional. You may think the ritual. You may think when she say we get together, we do the ritual. You may think, oh, they get together, they do the regular thing like everybody else. Not you specifically, but a person.
She could use the word traditional, and you think regular Thanksgiving.
You think regular shit.
Because I'm like ritual is kind of like a red flag word.
Yeah,
it's a red flag to you, right?
Yeah, if she say traditional, it's like okay.
I would
think yeah, it's normal Thanksgiving.
Exactly. My point being is not only do you really not know her,
right?
But flip side, could somebody get to know you and all of what makes you in 6 months?
No.
Right. It's more to you than that.
I'm not. Yeah, and plus I won't open up that.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's more to you than that. Even if everything is good.
Right.
And y'all having a fantastic time. 6 months, bro. She don't know me.
Right.
After 6 months, I don't like holidays.
Yeah.
She might not know that after 6 months.
No, seriously.
She ain't gonna know that after 6 months. And when she find that out, that's gonna be a motherfucking deal breaker for a lot of people. We might never talk about marriage. Mm-hmm. And then after 6 months, she found out that I got a lot of ideas about marriage that you ain't gonna agree with.
Facts.
So now we here. You play, but that's not what it's about.
Right.
It's not actually about what it's saying it's about. What it is it's supposed to make you supposed to read that and feel like, oh shit, I've been with my girl for 2 years. Bro, I gotta get on this shit. I gotta start thinking about this. It's supposed to make you feel that way.
Right.
It's supposed to make her feel, I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years. He ain't married me yet. We ain't even talk about marriage yet. He must not want to marry me. Now, if she brings that energy to you, now you have to either in that moment, you have to decide whether she's somebody you want to marry or not. You may not even be thinking about that at all.
Yeah.
Now the pressure is on you over some shit. Like, that's what it's for.
Right.
That's what it's for. That shit, it's unfair shit.
Right.
That shit is not true. And it's a bunch of people who will say stuff like that just to get you to do what they want. Mm-hmm. You're not even having a conversation with a person about a real topic. You speaking to the ether at that point.
Right.
You speaking, it's evil shit to me. Mm-hmm. It's evil shit to me because there's a lot of it that I saw that and that bothered me.
Okay, go ahead. This real quick. It says friends go into business. Yeah, it goes into business with each other for 6 months a lot. I know I just messed it up. I feel like I can't see these words that well. I do agree that there is no timeline when you know that you'll be ready to marry somebody.
Right.
But I can tell you don't want to be married with someone. But you can tell if you don't want to be married with someone in a few months. That's what I was really saying. I wasn't saying that. Like I could.
You can tell you definitely don't want to.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But even
I can agree with that.
But even you can maybe think like, damn, I can probably see within 6 months, like maybe I can probably see myself. Not saying that you're gonna act on it like, let me go out ring shopping, or maybe let me pick out a venue where I'm gonna do it at. But it's like,
I guess, and I feel what you're saying. I guess I think the distance between, I can see this,
Right.
versus I can't see this is a lot farther than they are closer. You know what I mean? Meaning, like, if you can't see it, you definitely know you can't see it.
Right.
And if you can see it, you know you can see it. And it's like, it's either you can see it or you can't. And I don't personally think that that's true.
But then
I think there's distance in between that.
But then it's times where you feel like you can see, like, you can see yourself spending the rest of the time with the rest of your life with your significant other, and then it's times where it's like, she get on my fucking nerves.
Right.
But it's like, because the relationship is up and down. So
It is, yeah.
I feel like that's what would, within that 6 months, like, you know if it's like the shit that's getting on her nerves, if it's like, getting on your nerves, if it's like,
if it's a deal breaker.
Yeah, like, so.
I think for some people, maybe. I think when it comes to deal breakers, I'll say this. I think as you grow,
Right.
your deal breakers increase and decrease.
Mm-hmm.
Things that was 100% deal breaker when you was fucking coming out of high school,
Right.
you let slide now.
Right.
You'll let slide now. And things that you would have accepted in those first couple of relationships right out of high school.
It's like, yeah, that shit ain't flying.
I'm not, bitch, what?
Right.
Nizal. Your deal breakers change, right?
Thanks.
And you your deal breakers change because you as a person evolve.
Right.
And then that person evolves or whatever. I think it's a distance between, can see and can't see. And I also think she mentioned people go into business 6 months after knowing each other. Yeah, and people get married 6 months after knowing each other. I think it's all. I think that's stupid.
Right.
Just because it happens does not mean I'm not saying that it's not idiotic.
Right. Doesn't make
and
it
that
right.
you're not being tricked. Men and women are not being tricked
But then again,
into believing that this is a correct way to live.
But I don't want to.
Is my point.
I don't want to say every man is getting tricked. Some men is really just searching for love, like they're lonely,
No.
and stuff like that. So it's like,
Okay, you have a point. Let me be clear. Some people literally believe a thing, right? I think a lot of people who say it, I feel like it's some evil there. I feel like when you say a lot of these types of things, it's evil there.
Right.
There are people who believe it and say it. Okay, cool, whatever. But I think more than that. I think the majority of people is this is tactics. This is tricking you tactics.
Right.
This is tricking you shit. It's the gag.
Gotcha.
I truly believe that because I see it too much.
Yeah.
I see it everywhere, and it's mostly in me. It's everywhere. It's everywhere online. It's everywhere in our conversations. It's a lot of shit that people say that like you've grown up thinking is just true, but it's like not. Like I was watching a video, and this woman was talking about how we was talking about this earlier. We was talking about this woman was talking about how she don't like the dating app Bumble.
Right.
She don't like it because Bumble is the only dating app where men can't approach the women first.
Right.
The women have to write you first. She hate that shit. Every other app is the other way.
Right.
But this one is the only one. Now, why would they make this? Why would they make it this way? Because a lot of women have complained about
Being harassed.
being bombarded with just massive amounts of messages,
Right.
being harassed with just dicks all in your messages and shit.
Right.
They hate that shit. Too much of that shit. So, if I want to talk to you, I contact you. This particular woman, she don't like that shit. One of her justifications was men are hunters. If you go to the savannah and you go look at the lions they hunt. That's what she was saying.
Right.
That's what the male lions do. They go out and they hunt and they bring the food back. Why can't he do that? Mind you,
Female lions hunt.
the female lions hunt and they
All day.
hunt in packs.
Right. All day. The males just come up and steal shit.
But we've heard this before.
Right.
That men are hunters and they want
Carry all the animals.
constantly
Right.
comparison. But But whatever. Okay, when you're just trying to make a point, you're trying to find some correlation, even though you be wrong. I'm not going to feel offended by that. But what annoys me is they'll say men in general want the hardest thing to find. They want the hardest thing to get. When it's like, oh, that's how, and they'll compare it to animals, and that's how animals hunt. And it's not. They don't hunt the fastest wildebeest.
Right.
They get the small, slowest, sickly.
Right.
They go get that motherfucker. They get the easiest wildebeest to get. So if you comparing us, your comparison is already wrong.
Right.
The way you're trying to do it,
right.
It's already wrong. But it's a thing you say because you just want what you want.
Right.
That's all. You're not really thinking about the comparison. You're not really trying to make the point. You just want the thing you want, so you just say stuff. And we have been hearing it so much throughout our lives, from times when we was fucking kids all the way up to adulthood, that we've heard it so much we just agree with it.
Right.
Sometimes we go out and we fucking say it. And it's like, yo, it's brainwashing shit that makes you think that. It's brainwashing shit.
But I think that go with everything though.
Say what?
I said that. I think that goes with everything in life.
It could be.
Because I mean, you even any theory. I mean, with any story, any theory, space theory. Like I mean, you got to go with that because I mean, you haven't been out of space. A lot of damn near half the world haven't been out of space. So
99% of the world has not been
right.
out of space.
So it's like
it's way more than half.
Right, well, yeah, I mean not half.
I know what you mean.
Right.
No, I feel you. Nobody's been out.
Right.
We ain't been out there.
So you know what I mean? Like that's and I feel like that's with anything, like anything and everything in life. You gotta just almost like walk on faith and just believe that shit is gonna be what it say. Like when they say it's gonna be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real rap. That's honestly, even with people, like when people tell you they gonna do something, like maybe I mean just because they did it in the past, like don't mean they gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta walk out and believe, like, dog, this my dog. He gonna hold it down.
He gonna do it. He gonna hold it down. He gonna do what he gonna do.
Exactly.
Right.
I believe when it comes to that topic, people believe you listen to the wrong people.
Right.
Like my brother-in-law said when he first seen the first couple weeks he first seen my sister, he knew he was gonna marry her. And then they moved in like 6 months later. And then they ended up getting married. I don't know how long after, but after. So I feel like, okay, he knew this thing, he wanted this thing, he made this thing happen. Whatever.
Right.
But people would take that part of their relationship and put it like on a high pedestal and be like, that's how all men is. So if I go to somebody else and they like, bitch, no, that's not how it works.
Right.
Well, it worked this way because he said that's how all men is. So he know. And he married her because, of course, marriage is the peak for motherfuckers.
Right. The creme de la creme.
And that's all they want to do is be married. Well, have a wedding, I think. But
That's really what it is.
I think all they want to do is have a
It's
wedding.
having a wedding.
It's having a wedding.
And having the pictures and showing people.
You can just say, I'm
attention
married,
in the
women,
ring,
I'm married.
shit like that.
I think that's all it is.
Right.
It's
You can
fucking
clown them other
stupid.
bitches.
Right.
Y'all bitches ain't fucking married. I'm married. That nigga married me. Chosen.
I'm
So
the
all that
chosen
shit.
one.
Yeah, all that shit.
But I think it'd be that, and it'd be like people different. So it's like if I'm sitting here like, well, no, that's how men is because my brother-in-law fucking said it and it happened and it's true. And then I'm telling my little retarded friends, this is how men really is.
Right.
Cause look, this is proof.
Right.
But then they talk to y'all, cause y'all don't fucking know. Y'all don't want to marry nobody. Y'all ain't meet the right girl yet.
Right.
And then the world is, now you just got all these dumb bitches thinking that men know that they want to marry somebody. As soon as you see them, like love at first sight shit, and it be like,
I was just going to mention.
I
I was
don't
just going
really
to
even
mention
think
it.
love at first sight is real. Like it's like you don't even know me. And I don't even want to
How
know you.
could it be real?
You can be.
What is the definition of love?
You can be in love with the thought of something. Like,
Love
you can like seeing
is
something.
what you do.
I agree.
Right.
Love is what?
Tahira said she's just miserable and single, and she wants other women to be miserable and single too. There's a lot of women out there like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
there's plenty of women out there like
Right.
that.
It is. But like,
Misery loves company.
Yes.
but like, I want to speak. You mentioned the love at first sight thing. I want to
Right.
really speak on that. Everybody can have a different definition of love because there is no overarching definitive definition. Love is a feeling that we all feel, but we can't really describe. So for me, it's like, okay, well, I look at love as more of like not literally but figuratively, okay? As almost like an organism, right? Like an actual existing thing, right? And it's almost like a child,
Right.
right? And it's very selfish, and it's very needy, and it's just its own thing,
Right.
right? And that is not contingent on who it infects. It is for itself. It wants more of itself.
Right.
That's why for love, you'll do shit that hurts you. You might love a person who you know isn't good for you, and you'll keep being in love with them because love needs to feed itself.
Right.
And by you experiencing the feelings of love, is it feeding itself? And when you don't feel that, it's hungry, i.e. you hurt.
Right.
Okay? And when you don't have it, it's dead. You know how when you first feel like you're falling in love, it feel like extra.
Right.
Or even less. Like if you might, like for a person, they might feel lighter. Because you're happier or whatever, and your endorphins and all this shit is going off in your brain or whatever.
Right.
I don't think of it as this thing that's like inherently good. I think of it as what you do with it can be good.
Right.
Or how you treat it and how much you regulate it can be good. Right? I don't think just because a person does a bad thing, thus then they didn't feel love.
Right.
Or they didn't have love. I think that's how we try to justify, like when we need a bad guy.
Right.
Right? When people say that person did you wrong, they didn't really love you. That's not, I personally don't think that's true.
Right.
I think they can love you and still be very selfish and want more love or want more of this or whatever and do you wrong.
Right.
Right? Because love, to me, organism that just it's selfish. It only wants to feed itself. Right? So if you are disciplined, right, in how you engage in love, then it can be a good thing.
Right.
Right? But I think we place so many things on to love because of what we see in movies and how we interpret those things in media or whatever.
Right.
The love at first sight thing. If you have felt love here at 22, right? And you and this person were together for 3 years, right? Y'all broke up at 25 or whatever. You felt love, right? No one can say that you didn't feel love. You know you felt love. Let's say that you didn't break up. That person died, right? That person died, right? They're gone. No one in the world will say you didn't love them and they didn't love you, right?
Right.
You'll know you felt love. But they died at 25. And let's say by the time you're 28, you ready to get back out there. Or even if you're not. You walking and you see somebody and boom,
Right.
love. Those two feelings aren't the same feeling. What you feeling when you just saw this person? You didn't feel the same way.
Right.
That's not the same thing. That's not what's happening. This thing grew and was nurtured and was dealt with and had problems and went through things and there was strife and y'all went through it was stuff.
Right.
This is lust. This is lust. Now you may want to have a connection with a person. You may yearn to know of that person and you may even want to love them.
Right.
But you can't definitively, that's the fucking dog wanting attention. You can't definitively just say, oh, that's love at first sight.
Right.
That shit is movie shit. That is movie shit. You feel lust and you want this person. I don't think it's anything bad with that.
Right.
I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I think what tends to happen is yeah, we might. Let me just get this point on and then we'll take a break. I think what happens is we live in a society where throughout the fucking centuries sex is the most obsessed over thing, but it's also evil.
Right.
So feeling lust is evil, especially in men. But feeling lust is evil. So in media, you know, media from back then, you can't really just say, "Oh, I see her, I want to fuck her."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's love at first sight. So you hear that so much, and you grow up thinking that shit is real, and it's just not. Like,
Right.
It's just not. Yeah. The fucking dog wants some attention, so Precious is gonna take a break real quick. Please stay with us. It should be only about 5-6 minutes, something like that. So just stay with us, please. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Alright, go.
All right, we back. I hope we fixed the problem. I doubt it, but you know, it's what happens when you have a fucking stupid fucking dog.
Don't talk about her like that.
Stupid fucking dog.
You just call her
Murder machine.
exactly, so she ain't stupid.
She is.
She be killing all the fast
Still
shit.
She do kill fat shit.
Alright then.
Still fucking
Better come after
stupid
you
and
next.
annoying.
Coming after me next.
Coming after me. Sko, you said you had topics. What's up?
Oh yeah. So 18 ex NBA players got caught up in a $4 million insurance scam, and yeah, I might say they so what happened was the NBA players was saying that they was going into dental offices and like seeing the doctors and stuff like that, and
Right.
man, come to find out they were in totally different places. Like they wasn't even close to some of the doctors' offices that they were saying that they were in. So basically, what I interpreted from it was that they was basically getting their family members, I guess, their NBA discount or whatever the case may
shit.
be. Yeah, getting them covered in that shit. Because I might say the insurance is only supposed to be for the players.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, for the players, and I think for your immediate family.
Immediate family,
Yeah.
wife, kids.
Right. So I think that they was
Trying to get a couple cousins
Yeah,
and
yeah.
uncles and aunts and shit.
and just and getting some money back off of that shit, saying that they was getting root canals and shit like that done. and
But the
stuff like
players wouldn't receive any money for that.
Can I say something real quick? I'm sorry. It says you don't like dogs or holidays. Even the Grinch like dogs.
that. Right there. No, that's real shit. I think Scrooge had a dog. What Scrooge have? Scrooge had some type of animal. He had a dog or a cat or
But
something.
these are figures that specifically didn't like Christmas. I don't like none of them.
Right. So you worse than him.
I guess so.
Right.
I'm fine with that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
So sorry, I just want to.
You don't like. I don't like animals either.
Ebenezer Grinch.
I like animals on TV or over there. I don't like it near me where it could bother me and be next to me and all that. You know what else? I just said I like seeing the lights and shit over there. Not for a long time either. Like I don't need to sit and watch the lights for like 5 minutes. You see it, and then that's it. Like I don't need to keep seeing it.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, is that Scrooge like?
It's a very Scrooge like. I think you
I
just.
guess so. Yeah.
Yep. It's all
Guess
good.
so.
You are who you are.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's all fake shit. That's that fake bullshit. That's fake, bro. That happiness ain't real during Christmas time.
Okay.
That's not real happiness, bro. It's all manufactured by companies and all that shit to make you think you're supposed to be happy at this time. And everything is the same. It's just cold.
Okay.
Shit is fucking goofy.
I hear that.
It ain't more scary doing fucking Halloween, and you ain't more hungry doing fucking what's the name? And you not more in love with your girl at Valentine's Day.
No.
And your girl definitely ain't more in love with you.
Nope. It's just
Want your shit.
it's the effort and it's the perception. You know what I'm saying? So if you,
Yeah, companies make you buy shit.
A person can feel special.
I'm like, you don't have to buy shit. You can make shit.
You can make something do whatever. People can just make that person feel special.
That's
So
fine.
that's really all what it's
At
about.
least one day of
The,
showing that
it's
somebody
really the
feels
thought that
special.
counts.
It's really not.
It really is.
People don't really be happy with the thought.
I mean,
People
I
don't
don't-
really be happy with the
I
thought.
don't know what type of people you dealing with, brother.
Maybe.
Maybe you don't be happy with the thought.
I don't be wanting shit for the most part.
That's what niggas say.
I don't be wanting
That's
shit.
what niggas say.
Let me put it like this. If we gonna get specific,
If everybody in this crib was opening up gifts on Christmas and you was just sitting here, you would feel some type of way. You ain't gonna say it. You ain't gonna show it,
They can't buy
but you
shit.
gonna feel some type of way.
No, I'm not.
You is.
No, you know what I feel the type of way about? If I was forced to have to participate,
Right.
and it was like participate and be happy. I don't want to. I don't need Christmas gifts.
I feel like if Precious was to ask you for a game or whatever the case may be for Christmas, you say, all right, I'm gonna get her this for Christmas because she like Christmas. Get her something for Christmas, and then you say some shit like, hey, yo, you know I wanted these new things, or I want this, or whatever the case may be, and she don't get it for Christmas, but you get her that thing she said for Christmas, you gonna feel some type of way. You ain't gonna show it, and you ain't gonna say it, but you gonna feel some type of way. You gonna be like, oh, yeah, I don't care.
So if I asked for something and was expecting to get something,
Right, but not on Christmas.
and then didn't get it,
Right, but she's
I
expecting
feel
to
some
get
type
it.
of way.
She's expecting to get it on Christmas.
It wouldn't be because it's Christmas though. It would be because of the expectation.
Right.
I'm disappointed because I had an expectation.
But who's to say she's not still going to get it? It's just that she wasn't able to get it when you're able to get her thing.
Nah.
Nah, what?
Nah.
Nah, what?
If the day pass, I ain't getting this shit, bro.
I hear that.
You gotta ask about shorty.
That shit sound good.
The day pass, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't getting it. We ain't gonna talk about Murder Inc. It's a deeper, darker criminal link. I'm just saying.
Okay.
She don't want me to get into it.
Who the fuck is
We
Murder
gonna-
Inc?
I don't know.
Who's Murder Inc?
This one over here.
What are you talking about?
This one over here is a deeper, darker. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
Real quick, I wasn't listening because I'm researching.
Just keep researching.
But no. Fuck you talking about?
I'll say some things and
If
I'll
I got you something you ain't want and you ain't, if you got me the game that I wanted and I didn't get you nothing, you'll feel some type of way. I heard that part.
right, and I said,
All I heard is-
and I told him
Then say it then.
that I would only feel some type of way because I was expecting something, not because it's Christmas. I don't give a shit about Christmas.
I heard that part. So what you talking about?
That's it. Oh, and I said, and he
Talking
was like,
about
"Well, what if
Murder
she
Inc.
could get it after?" And I said, "If the day has passed, you ain't fucking getting the shit. That is it."
That is not it. I would get you something. You wouldn't want it. You want it on day up.
Yep.
That's your thing.
What are we talking
I
about
know
right
it
now?
is.
What are we talking about right now?
You talking about what y'all talking about?
Yeah.
If the gift is not on its way and I have to get it, you be like, I don't fucking want it.
Just ungrateful.
You want it day of.
Just ignorant as hell.
Or it better be
ungrateful.
on its way. Like, I gotta show you, look at shipping.
Ignorant
Just
as
leave.
shit. Just ignorant.
And spoiled.
It's not about the
Yeah.
day though.
Fucking
What we
ignorant and
talking about?
spoiled.
What we talking about?
It ain't never been like that on no damn Christmas.
No,
I can tell you
get
that.
gifts on Christmas.
Oh, no, damn, I don't care about Christmas.
Look, yeah, I don't care about Christmas. As soon as you get,
Get
oh,
some
thank
gifts
you,
on
baby.
What you talking about
Oh,
then?
baby, thank you, baby.
We ain't gonna talk about Murder Inc. Stop trying to bring it up.
You keep talking about
I don't
Murder
know
Inc.
what that
We gonna
means.
talk about Murder Inc.
I'm
It's a
trying to
deeper, darker.
understand it.
What is that, bro? Is that
I don't
is that a rap
know.
bar or something? Like, what? Deeper, darker link? What is that? What are you?
Some rhyme
Oh, you
shit.
ain't. That's a Hove bar, but
Oh no.
it's supposed to mean. It's. You know what I'm saying we not talking about it. Like,
Other shit that nobody knows about but him.
okay.
How about we discuss?
I be
that
trying to.
after the
I be trying to protect Shorty. You know what I'm saying
Okay.
from the backlash. that
Right
she-
on.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'ma get
Because I
backlash.
love her.
Right.
show?
You know what I'm
Get
saying?
backlash?
Yeah.
Does
But
I
I'm-
give a fuck
See.
about who giving me backlash?
Talking
She don't
about
give a fuck.
our fans. We got 35 of them, right?
Well, them motherfuckers ain't gonna say shit to me.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about our army like that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm just saying.
Well,
this
we ain't got an army yet. It's like a big team.
Got a
is
posse.
squad.
Yeah, we got a
Yeah,
big
posse.
we got a big posse.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying.
We got like a gang.
Yeah.
We got like a deep gang.
Y'all cold.
No, ain't no fucking coat.
Ain't no coat. Ain't no coat. We got
What
like
y'all
a,
wanna call y'all fans? I don't
we do gotta call our fans something.
Fans.
Nah, that's corny. Your fans called. I don't know. Let's not get off topic. I'm getting distracted.
Go ahead. You was actually
Word.
he had topics. Come on.
Yes, but we're going to discuss that, I guess, after the show. Cause I don't know what the fuck that means.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck y'all was talking about, but
Go ahead.
yeah, it was that was oh, all right. Well, my next topic, I was on I want to say it was Facebook, it was one of the social media sites, and I seen someone post and say, Big Sean was the new Fabulous.
Okay.
And I just wanted to I mean I kind of felt where they was coming from, especially off of one of the last songs I heard him spit, that freshman 10. Just how he's a like when you listen to Fabulous, it's like punchline, and Big Sean does that majority of the time. I'm not gonna say he do that all the time, but it just made me think, like, what's your take on that?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Who would you compare him to?
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
I don't want to listen to him, but I want to.
Big Sean. I think Big Sean goes through a few metamorphoses. So his finally famous days and where he's at now is, I think, vastly different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the hugest fan of Big Sean. I don't dislike him. At a point I did, but it wasn't because of him per se.
Right.
I don't necessarily think all right, I don't mean to say this the way it's gonna sound, but I'm gonna have to say it the way it's in my head.
Right.
Like, Fabulous can actually rap.
Right. You don't think
Big Sean can rap? Big Sean can rap.
Right. No, he can rap.
Nah, he don't really show that much then.
I mean,
on his projects, you might have something that I ain't heard, but
I mean, what song are you referring to?
I be like
Control,
listening to,
he killed. He rapped on Control.
He was like
the joint with
alright.
him and Eminem, he held his own on that one. Like, I don't know.
He was like, all right.
I mean, but that's your opinion. But
that's what I'm saying.
But he said, like, it's not like you can point out corny bars. Or you can.
No, he be having
like,
a lot of corny
what,
bars.
Yeah, I don't know.
He be having like a lot of corny bars.
Yeah,
I haven't heard him in a while because I don't be wanting to hear them corny bars. But
yeah, I don't.
he be having like a lot of. He be having like a lot of like. It don't be dope. Like, but maybe that's just me. Like, it just be okay. Like,
gotta be.
A lot of his shit for me be like, the bars be passable and the beat be alright, and sometimes
that'd be
the hook
another
be
thing.
Be good. And
He
it
don't
be
even
fine.
be having super crazy beats. Like, he'll get a crazy beat, but his beats all don't be super crazy. And
No, they be okay.
He be running them Jones. Like, bounce back, ran, guap ran. Like, I don't know.
I don't think he corny. I'm not saying
I'm
he corny,
just saying,
but
I
like,
don't know.
but like,
when I
okay,
hear
where
it-
you put him in? All right, in his class, he like 7th, 8th in his class.
But you saying like that's a terror? Who's in his class?
It's probably
J.Cole, Kendrick,
it's probably
Nipsey.
12 niggas,
But that's what
and
I'm
he
saying.
like 8th.
But it's who's in the class though? You gotta.
So if his class is
Kendrick, J.Cole,
Cole, Nipsey, Drake,
J-Rock,
J-Rock, fucking what's the boy name? Why I can't think of boy name? That's with Rihanna right now. ASAP Rocky. I would say ASAP
is what?
in his class.
But is he over him? Please, I would.
No,
Please don't say that.
no.
All right.
I've listened to more Big Sean than I've listened to ASAP. But I've
ASAP
liked.
ain't been ASAP since his first. In my personal opinion, I ain't really fucked with ASAP since his first album.
He had joints. Big Sean has had big songs though. Big Sean has had big songs, but it I don't think they be big and dope because of his contribution. It be a lot of dope people around Big Sean. And then he say a bunch of shit
And he hold his own
that
every
be
time.
okay.
Nah, man. I felt he hold his own every time.
I don't think he corny. But like
The joint Champions, Mercy, like I don't. Every joint, it's not like when you hear him on
and
the
it's
joint.
and I'm like his
it's not like
ad-libs.
he be
His
like
ad-libs ain't even dope.
his ad-libs is fire.
Ad-libs ain't even dope, boy.
That shit hot.
It's
What you
not.
what?
It's you know it. That don't make it hot.
But it's catchy and it's his. Like you know it's his. Yeah, you sound like sound like a hater. It sounds like a
Now
very
I'll
much
say
hater.
this. From point go,
Right.
my cousin put a bad taste in my mouth with Big Sean.
Right.
So I do acknowledge that. So I do try, whenever I listen to Big Sean, I do try to acknowledge that I'm listening to Big Sean and I'm critiquing it despite
Right.
the bad taste that my cousin put in my mouth with Big Sean when he was trying to tell me that Big Sean was better than J. Cole.
Right.
And it was just like, no, he not. you're smoking crack, nigga. You should stop smoking crack. But he was a big Sean fan. He didn't know much about Cole.
Right.
I was a Cole fan. Didn't know much about Sean. And he was like, nah, fuck that. You gotta hear this nigga Big Sean.
Right.
And he was saying a whole bunch of trash ass shit. That shit was garbage.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I can't really sit back and think of a whack verse that I've heard him on that I was just like, yeah, no. Every joint
But I
hear
think
is like,
I think when we think of whack, we think of whack. Like
But that's
niggas
what
who
whack
really
is.
can't rap.
I'm like,
No,
what
but
is-
I mean like niggas who really can't rap, who can't stay on the beat, who be having these bars that don't go nowhere.
But
Fucking
even
like all
niggas
that
I
shit.
don't like.
And I'm
If you drop a hot verse, I give you credit. Young Thug, I can't stand nothing about him. But he's dropped the verse and it's like, oh, all right, he
Right.
fucked that joint up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I give credit when credit is due. Like, and if it's not due, I'm not giving it to you.
right.
He
I
get,
give credit
you
when
know what I
credit
mean?
is due.
Utmost respect from me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I know it. Like, I feel like he can rap with the best. He can hold his own with the best.
With the best.
Like, it's not like when you hear his verse, you're gonna be like, oh, that shit was super. It's gonna be like, oh,
No.
okay, he did his thing.
But it's like I think it's a lot of C pluses. Like his verses be a whole like he got like 100 C plus verses.
I ain't
He
giving
got
him.
no.
I can't. I
ain't
wouldn't
heard
give him.
no. I ain't heard no verse that was like, damn.
I wouldn't.
He murdered that shit. Every single person you named, except for probably Young Thug and to me probably Nipsey. I've had that reaction on.
Yeah, I mean maybe because Nipsey, you don't.
Don't say I don't understand it.
Don't
Say I don't understand it. I understand everything he's saying, and I think and I thought it was cool, but I didn't go. Damn.
If
Killed that shit. Oh my god.
If none of them songs off that album don't give you that victory lap, not one of them don't make you say damn.
Conceptually, it'll give me.
But
that
no, I'm
feeling.
talking about
but
song.
not his like bar punchline not his like.
But that's what I'm talking
setups
about.
Or schemes.
But that's not him.
that.
That's not him.
And that's what I'm
he's
saying.
giving you the jewels and the shit you need
And the
to succeed in
and
life.
all that
it's
that
like
is fine.
when you hear it, it's like damn. He really just gave me game.
And that's fine.
So that's a damn. It's no matter.
That don't give me damn. That don't give me
I
damn.
don't know what you talking about then.
That don't give me damn.
He telling me shit
Not
that I
from-
need to know.
Maybe not from
so
him.
I don't know.
Maybe it's him.
I don't know.
Maybe it's him.
It's
Because I could get seeds. I can get seeds and all that from other people and feel
Yeah,
a little. I can feel different, and they might not be like punchlining me to death on.
I
the
mean,
verse.
I guess I could.
It might be him for me.
Cause like how people do the Jay-Z thing, I'm not the.
Yeah,
I don't put him in like or his raps don't wow me the way it wows everybody else. It's like it's solid. Like I don't never. It's never been a verse where I was like, damn. Like I went crazy over like you gotta hear like you know what I mean like
not one verse.
maybe Renegade. But that was really because I liked Eminem. I really liked the
Right.
Eminem and I really liked how they was going like back and forth. It was like crazy how they.
So
like,
not the joint off
No.
championships.
It was a nice verse, and it was good to hear Hove, but it wasn't like
The joint off
Can I just say
it
something?
wasn't like-
y'all just did this. This is how you just like with Nipsey.
I know.
But
I
and
know we were switching sides, but
no.
I'm just
But
saying.
but that's just my
Right.
honest opinion.
Yeah,
like
it is.
everybody makes Hove the rap MC guy, and it's like I don't see it. Like I can see how he's lasted throughout these years. Like I listen to his music throughout different albums and stuff like that, and I hear different songs, and it's like, okay, I see how he switches flows and switches different sounds and give you different looks and stuff like that, and I appreciate that. But it's like, he ain't my favorite MC.
Okay.
I take a lot of MCs over him, so that's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like you said, it's your preference, it's your personal opinion. Yeah, I think, in my personal opinion, I really think that the student has outshined the master. It's just
Who's
in
the
my
student? Cole?
Yeah, I think at the end of the end, I think he can.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, like rap wise, not business wise, not selling wise. Yeah, bar for bar. I think
for bar.
I think he would be
like if Hove got in the studio and was ready to do his thing, and then Cole got in the studio.
I think if they did a joint album,
Cole would have
be
you.
bad for Jay-Z.
You think it would be bad?
I think it would be.
You think it would be bad?
Yeah, me personally, I think it would be bad, or it would be like a struggle. He would be struggling to keep up. That's just
He would be struggling.
I think just from what I see and what I heard Cole do, it should just be. But not saying, it just be so effortless.
But I'm saying you seeing a lot of stuff that's a lot different from. It's just alright. It's stuff that you saying that's like, nah, this nigga trash.
Nah,
like,
I'm not saying he trash.
Compared
but
to this person,
it's gonna be.
He gonna have a long day.
It's gonna be a long day, and then the argument is gonna things is gonna switch. Like it's gonna be a shift. I feel like it's gonna be a shift where it's like motherfuckers is gonna be like, is Hov really the top dog? Did he just pass the torch off to J.Cole on this album? Like if they was to do some shit like that, those would be the questions. Like did he just let the young boy just come and take the old dog's food or whatever the case may be? Like did the younger, hungrier lion just come and take over the pride? Like I don't know. That's just how I would take it. I don't know, cause I think just now at the stage in J. Cole's career, mentally and lyrically, I feel like that's something I would like to see. That's something I would really like to see. Him and Jay-Z joint album, or at least a few songs together. Cause do they even got? Oh yeah, Mr. Nice Watch. And I like
they got two.
Okay.
I
know I definitely know
got
about
Mr. Nice Watch and they got A Star Is Born. But that's all I know.
Oh yeah.
That's the only two I know.
That's early.
That's early. That's the first. That's the first.
Because he don't want no smoke with. That's really what I think.
Right.
Cause you ain't gonna. I don't know. I don't know.
But Jay has put out verses since Cole that like masterful shit. Like the Joint Off Championships is a masterful verse.
It's a great verse because he's touching on points that we need to hear, but it's not like
okay. It's not like we talking. Okay, are we talking bar wise mechanically, not content, mechanics? Like how you throw the bars together, what you say, how this, you know what I'm saying? Like we talking that. Okay. This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. Cause anybody who knows me know I'm a big J. Cole fan.
Right.
Anybody who knows me know I'm a huge Jay-Z fan.
Right.
This is what I'll say. I would have to see what J. Cole does on the next project, and I'll tell you why. Because on his most recent project, Cole has not barred you to death that consistently on any project since the beginning project. He has been a bit lackluster with bar mechanic wise. He has been very lackluster in consistency on the albums. So, does that mean he make bad songs? I'm not saying that. Does that mean the songs don't connect? I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you looking for bar, pound for pound, I'm barring this shit to death. The only time he has done that consistently is his most recent album. Okay? Is his most recent album. Everything before and in between has been very content heavy. But that has been his whole goal, to be content heavy.
Right.
Okay?
I don't know. I mean, because one of my favorite albums is Born Sinner.
He's not barring you to death on Born Sinner. Born Sinner is.
But he's giving you.
Let me be clear. Right. I love Born Sinner.
Right.
If we talking
like
about
Let Nas Down is
fine.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I love Born Sinner. But if we talking about bar for bar, pound for pound, with setups, punchlines, switch ups, and all that shit. If we talk about that shit,
KOD.
he had a few on KOD.
He had a lot on KOD.
No, this has been his most consistent, where it was almost every song. It was like he had something to prove. It was as if somebody told him he couldn't rap. Like this most recent album, it was like somebody told him he couldn't rap, and he heard them say it, and he said, "I can't rap. I can't rap." No, nigga, you can't rap. You can content us all you want, but you can't fucking rap. You can't bar shit. Bars trash. It sounded like somebody said that, and then he fucking heard it, and he spent that whole album trying to prove them the fuck wrong. Every other album has been very, very content heavy. He has had a lot of shit he wanted to say, a lot of stories he wanted to tell, and get shit off his chest.
Right.
That does not mean he didn't have bars, but I mean like this was a bar salad. This was a gel he dropped. This yeah.
Okay.
This most recent project was consistently that throughout damn near every song. It was damn near every song. Now, there have been times where Jay has been very lackluster. There have been times where Jay has been very lackluster. I think Jay's most recent album is some years away. Has been some years away, and it was specific to what he was going through.
Right, the times he was doing,
right? So it's kind of difficult
to judge that.
I
actually forget about that from time to time.
Yeah, the 444. That was more to me artistic piece. I wasn't going into that looking to far to death.
Especially when I was what was the song that he was almost like confessing about fucking a white John?
444.
Oh, that was the name of the song?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It was called 444. Where it was the sample in the background and
you was talking about
crooning
the white hair Becky.
Yeah, I want to say that was 444. If you go to the J Electronica album,
right,
Jay is on like 7 songs on there, and he barring them all to death. He got a lot of bars on there.
But I wouldn't listen to J Electronica.
You don't got. I don't. It's not really.
I'm like, that's not somebody I would.
But Jay,
right,
is
and that's the shit that used to be killing me with Wayne. Man, Wayne used to be having some of the hottest verses on the song with who?
Yeah.
Who the fuck you on? Who is this song?
Nah, well, yeah.
I'm talking about right before he had got
07.
booked. Yeah.
07.
Like,
you talking about 07, 08.
Right.
But that's he did 70 fucking 70, 80 features that year.
Right. Let It Rock was probably my favorite John.
Let It Rock.
Let It Rock.
I don't even know that one.
You know, in the Wayne when he was who was that? Was it? I want to say it was Linkin Park. Or it was one. It was like a collab. He did a verse on like a rock song or something like that. Mm-hmm. It was called Let It Rock. And he was snapping on that, though. That's my shit. But
I might have heard it. And I might have heard it
back when I was a kid.
I might have heard it 100 times, but because it's so long ago, I don't remember it now.
Right.
Especially when it comes to Wayne, he done had so much material.
Wayne got hella material.
I think
this should be like a time machine.
I think I could find you, let's say, between 7 and 10 verses where Jay is burning shit to the ground. Right? Burning shit down to the ground. To find you probably 10 verses. Now, that's why I say to go with what you're saying, I would need to hear J.Cole do what he just did again to say that he can replicate it.
So
for it to be, because if he can't or he doesn't, then I don't agree with you. I think Cole will have a long day.
What albums did you see? Because you didn't give me no albums where you felt like Jay gave us multiple albums where he barred us and did what Cole did on his last album.
But they mostly older albums. Like the Black album, he barred the Black album to the ground.
Okay,
that's the one. Black album is crazy. I would say in my opinion, Watch the Throne. But he set Watch the Throne on fire.
But they both did.
Kanye got some trash shit on it.
But Kanye did his thing on there.
Kanye did his thing
And Kanye
production wwise, but as far as bar for bar, I would say Jay got more better bars than Kanye
They
did.
both was rapping on that joint.
I'm not saying
We ain't-
Kanye
I'm like,
wasn't
we ain't
rapping.
gonna make it seem like Hov was just carrying the album. They both was carrying that joint. They both had a shoulder. Each like if the album was dead, they both had a shoulder and was walking that bitch down.
Okay. I think the song is "What Y'all Gonna Do." I think that's what it's called.
Yeah,
I'll have to look. What
right.
y'all gonna do?
When it's I'm trying to remember how the hook go.
7. I can't think of it either. I could just go to my phone and make sure it's the right name. All right, I'm going to my phone then. What? What's up?
I was just reading these comments.
So,
It's hold on. Who gonna stop me?
who gonna stop me?
Kanye went crazy. That's one of my favorite songs on this.
No, Kanye went crazy, but not as in comparison.
He went no
you
crazy.
say Kanye, you saying Kanye verse better than what Hov did at the end?
I don't feel like neither one of them had a leg up verse on this. Let me think. Let me watch this joint. Maybe Ham is probably the only joint where Jay-Z really had a leg up verse on.
Hold on. Watch.
Cause Ham hard as motherfucking let these niggas know. Cause No Church in the Wild, both of them carried that joint. Otis, both of them carried that joint. Niggas in Paris, both of them carried that joint. Gotta Have It, both of them carried that joint. Welcome to the Jungle. What? Oh my God, come on, man. They both carried this whole album, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. We gonna have to go back.
Yeah,
we gonna have to listen to it together.
I was about to say that.
We gonna have to listen to it together.
Right.
We gonna listen to it together. Cause it's a bunch of shit where I'm like, I don't know, like.
I'm like, but then, yeah, me personally, I feel like Hov, the Black Album, maybe Reasonable Doubt.
Definitely Reasonable Doubt. But it's an old album. You might not like it because it's old. You don't want to hear old Hov.
I mean,
fam, Can I Live? Is the greatest song.
But my thing is this: you can't say that's a great album if you only got a few great songs on it. Because if we doing that, then every album Cole got is great.
I like on Reasonable Doubt. I think it's only probably 2 skips for me. It's only probably 2 skips, and they not definite skips, but it's only probably 2 skips for me on Reasonable Doubt. And then we get into the blueprints, and none of the blueprints is whack. And especially in hindsight, especially after you get over everybody saying all the dumb shit they were saying, none of the blueprints is whack. He's burning the blueprints down.
Well, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Say it.
All right, I guess, because 3 is a little.
3 is what?
A little shaky.
3 is shaky.
Yes. Give me all the bangers off 3.
Oh gosh.
Hold up.
You got Empire State of Mind, Run This Town.
No, start from number 1.
All right, number 1 is what we talking about.
And he burned that shit down.
Yes, bro. Thank you.
What? Oh wait, no. I'm thinking
Thank
of
you.
thank you.
I'm like, what you talking about?
I'm thinking of thank you.
What we talking about? Thank you is number 2. I don't know what the fuck thank you is. DOA is light. DOA is really light. I don't really like that.
DOA. All right,
it's really light.
DOA is probably more beat and
It's definitely
swag.
more beat.
You're not going to take Run This Town from him.
Yeah, come on, bro. That's a given. Run This Town
You're
is
not
a given.
going to take Run This Town
Empire
from
State of Mind is a given.
Okay, as real as it gets. What you going? Come on, stop it. Real as it gets.
I gotta.
You got as real as it gets. Crazy. On to the next one. Crazy.
No.
Off that. Crazy.
On to the
bad
next
thing
one.
about off that was the beat.
Was on to the next one was crazy.
Yeah.
What was crazy about it?
The bar. He
the fucking beat was the best thing about it.
Because it's Swiss. So
that's
Swiss.
Wild.
But that's not.
That's why the song was great.
When do he not rap good with Swiss?
Come on, bro.
Venus vs. Mars was okay.
Venus vs. Mars was okay. Already Home. I like Already Home. I like Already Home.
I gotta hear that.
I'm not.
Hate is probably my favorite joint on this. Hate is probably my favorite song on this
album.
album.
I don't like Reminder.
That's what I'm saying. So this album, you can't You can't qualify
That's
it.
not true,
bro.
We just disagree.
Oh my God.
Because you got he burning down. Thank you.
I
The
gotta
only reason you saying DOA is shaky is because it was on the radio and they played the fuck out of it.
Shit,
When you
I never liked it.
On DOA come in
I
hard.
don't even like Wayne when he. I don't like. I used to like when Wayne remixed everybody beat. I don't even like Wayne.
And I liked it too. But that when Wayne would do that,
The Blessed Blueprint is the first one, man. That's the best in my eyes. That's the best one.
with Takeover, Izzo, girls, Jigga that nigga.
I know.
Yeah, that's
Is the wait?
That's my favorite. That's probably my favorite.
Just hold on. Let me think.
Whole lot Jovito.
The best blueprint
Song
is
Cry,
the
Renegade.
first one, but the second one has songs
Let me see.
that are better songs than some of the ones on the first one. Like his verse, Jay's verse on hold up, where Blueprint 2 at?
Victoria said change subject. Talk about something else.
I don't care,
Just
dog.
read the comments.
I don't care. She don't run the show.
Just read what the comments.
All right. You don't know remix. Jay murdered his verse after MOP.
Yeah, no, bro.
Are you serious, yo? All right, we got to cut
Yeah.
the show off. We got shit to do.
I'm just saying, man.
We got to cut the goddamn show. This is
I
crazy.
need more updated information.
Huh?
Victoria says I need more updated information.
On what?
On what we talking about? We just
You got hit the playback.
yeah. You got to hit the playback. Just
But,
just go back if you need context. What else you got? You had more topics?
Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, did you hear about the teen shooter out Texas shooting and killing his bully?
Shooting at school.
Okay,
Yeah, it
so
was-
I heard there was a teen shooter in Texas, but I did not hear the story.
Right. The story.
What is the story?
The story is, it was a kid.
The story is what?
No, I'm talking about y'all and the Jay-Z stuff.
The story is the kid was getting bullied in school. It was a ninth grader, and I want to say the other kid was in like 11th grade or something like that. It was a little older than him, but the kid came to school, I guess, with the gun or whatever the case may be, knowing he had problems with this bully.
Waiting till some shit popped off.
No, they fought. Like they had got into a fight or whatever the case may be. They start fighting. Cuz said I'm gonna be back. Went to his locker, came back. Said he shot him crazy, bro. Like shot him through his body and his face, some shit like that, something crazy like that. Then National Guards came, took him. You know what I mean? But the thing is, they got the video of when the 11th grader, was beating his ass, and he beat his ass. Like beat the shit out of him. So I'm gonna say a lot of people was on almost like on the fence about what they who they feel is the victim in this case, because it's like y'all just
It
beat
depends
this,
on
yeah.
what it depends on what you go by. If you going by street hood rules, or if you going by law says that the bully, quote unquote, is the victim.
Right.
Because once you walk away, that incident is quote unquote over. You are no longer defending yourself.
Right.
In that. Street rules say, fuck you, nigga.
Get back.
Get back.
Need my lick
Oh,
back.
yeah, I'm done with this shit.
Right. Tired of getting my ass
I
whipped.
think when it comes to shit like that, some people like to pretend, or I'll say some people have never been, like, you've had an issue with a person. You've had an issue with a couple of people, but you've never been bullied.
Yeah, that's a totally different.
It's a totally different thing. You don't know what that is.
Right.
For real. Or you were in a bullying situation that didn't last very long or whatever.
Right.
You weren't in a situation where this shit was every day.
Right, for years.
For years. You
months,
dreading
probably.
going to school, and it's like, fam, that shit is torture.
Yeah, I mean, and not to harp back on the Dave Chappelle thing, but it's almost like what we just was talking about earlier about Dave Chappelle when he said his friend killed his or herself. You know what I'm saying? It's like that bullying, any kind of bullying is never good.
to pretend like that part does not play a huge factor,
And the reaction,
right.
Right.
In the reaction is extremely short-sighted.
right, or naive,
It's extremely naive.
right,
I think I don't necessarily think that, murder or death is really the answer, in the
Right.
same way I don't think suicide
right,
is the answer. This is a permanent
Decision.
solution
right,
to a temporary problem.
right,
Now, on the flip side, if every single person can see me being bullied, if I have the opportunity to go, leave, get to my locker, and get back to this person,
right,
that means everybody saw this and nobody did anything.
right. Nobody helped you.
This
Nobody
bull
stopped
beat
it.
the shit out of me.
Yep.
This bull beat the shit out of me.
Motherfuckers recorded it.
Motherfuckers recorded
Cause
it.
I'm like, the video is online. That's
Exactly.
how. Yeah.
Motherfuckers recorded it. I got away from him. He never got reprimanded. I never even got spoken to about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to go to my locker. I don't know where his locker at in conjunction to where they fought at.
Right.
But if it's not, like, I'm assuming they fought probably maybe in the lunchroom or some shit.
Probably in the classroom.
Probably in the classroom or some
That's
shit.
what it was looking like. It looked like the classroom.
Look like the class. Okay, cool. Classroom. So boom. If this was high school,
Right. Because I'm gonna say one was a ninth
you know how
grade.
high school is. Your classes ain't always near where your fucking locker is.
Yeah.
You might gotta go on the other side of the building. You might gotta go on the other side. Let's say you did it. Let's say you had to go right outside the room.
Right.
What the fuck is the teacher doing? Where is the teacher? Is there a teacher? We in what, October?
Yeah.
We in October and this is what's happening? After an entire year of everybody being home. So you went through an entire year of not getting bullied.
Right.
If this motherfucker was bullying you from then, you went through an entire year of it not happening. Then you get back to school and
That shit start happening again.
a month and some change in.
Real quick, school's been in, but it says this year of 2021, there has been 22 school shootings.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
insane. The shit just started. And like you said,
14
September,
of them
right?
since August
August?
1st.
Wow.
14 since August, but there have been 22 school shootings in 2021. There has been 81 school shootings since 2018.
What
Right.
the fuck?
So I think that administration is take some blame in this as well.
What you think the solution is, though? How do you think this?
If you talk about,
Put motherfucking metal detectors at those schools
But
also.
I mean, I might say,
That
but,
too.
but then there's schools that got metal detectors and the school shooting still happening. So then,
Which ones?
metal detectors is in black schools,
I was
Those
about to
are
say
in
that.
urban
areas, and
They're
guess
not
where
in
guess
the
where school shootings don't really happen at? Urban areas.
That's true.
Yep.
That's a
Black
fucking
kids don't really
fact.
shoot up.
Y'all
school.
right.
Every time they shoot up shit and
God
do fuck
doggone
shit,
it. Y'all right.
urban areas get punished and has to get more protection for these schools because urban areas are bad when it's not them shooting up schools.
Y'all spot on. That was. Damn.
So,
yeah, metal detectors. Y'all right.
metal detectors. I think that. Let me keep it all the way a buck. There was definitely times growing up when I was bullied,
Right.
and being a kid who can tell the difference when you doing something when you're not doing something. Teachers really don't be doing shit.
Right.
Teachers and administration don't be doing shit.
Right.
They don't be doing shit. Like, I have seen and been privy to and been a part of a bullying situation where when you retaliate to being bullied is when, oh shit, now all the fucking
Shit going
red
crazy.
shit, all the red lights is going off and the sirens is happening
Right.
and everybody's scrambling and shit going on because you retaliate.
Right. And you out of character.
Now you out of character. Oh shit, something is happening.
Right.
But you done got pushed and kicked and punched and teachers see it
And watch it.
and watch it happen and let that shit happen.
Right.
They tell you all the live long day, tell the teacher, tell this person, tell this person, tell this person, and people don't be doing shit.
Right.
What the fuck is going to happen? In what situation Do somebody terrorize you physically, put their hands on you physically, continuously, and you end up, you just don't do nothing. You just supposed to never do nothing. Now maybe physically you ain't as strong as them, and you can hit them back as much as the fuck you want. Everybody think, oh, you just hit a bully back and they'll stop. What if that motherfucker bigger and stronger than you?
Exactly.
That hit you got ain't gonna do shit.
Ain't gonna do a motherfucker.
But you know what will? These motherfucking slugs.
Yep.
I'm gonna end this motherfucker. I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Yeah, administration has fault in that.
Right.
They have fault in that, and I'm never letting that go because it happened to me.
Right.
I not only have I seen it happen to others, it happened to me.
So, but my question is, don't you feel like that's the same thing? What you said, it's a permanent
Solution to a temporary problem.
Right.
I'm not saying no, and yes, but I'm saying administration should do their fucking job. I think when it comes to bullying like that, physically putting your hands on a person.
Right.
Right. I'm being very descriptive about that.
Right.
There's a difference between what you say and what you do.
But verbal is
verbal is also bullying.
Right.
I think there should be difference
okay
in consequences. I don't think there should be none.
Right.
I think there should be difference in consequences.
Gotcha.
Because there's also a thing where you have a school or an administration that's no tolerance, and then you and your friend going back and forth, busting each other, having a good time, and they treat y'all as y'all fucking hate each other, and now y'all both expelled or some stupid shit like that.
Got you.
No.
Right. Got you.
So yeah, it's case, but people try to act like they can't look at something and know what the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're looking at.
Right.
You know the difference between two people
playing
and talking shit and having fun with each other, and two people,
one person getting picked
on. One person getting fucking picked on.
Right.
You know the difference.
Definitely.
Like, they pretend like they don't.
Right.
So, I think when it comes to physical bullying like that, I think the punishment should be harsh as shit.
Yeah.
I think the punishment should be harsh as shit. I don't know exactly what it should be per se, because I don't know if you want to say expel every kid that does that, because if it's your first offense and whatever it is, expulsion is can be pretty detrimental.
I know for sure.
It can be pretty detrimental. So I don't know if I want to go that far, but like, there's a huge difference between expulsion and nothing. Like,
yeah.
It's a huge difference. And I also think the whole idea of having the parents meet and the kids meet, that.
Right.
That's stupid.
That shit.
Yeah.
Because all you doing, you're not creating a situation where this is going to fix itself. No. You're either creating more bullying, and or creating issues between the parents.
Right.
Because parents today are a lot younger than they are yesteryear when we was fucking kids. So it's motherfuckers my age going up to the school to deal with either their kid being a bully or their kid bullying.
Right.
Motherfuckers our age is dumb. They have kids, and a lot of them is fucking dumb.
Right.
And they come up there with their bias for their kid. So your kid might be the motherfucking bully, and you go up to the school on 10 thinking, I'm about to tear this school a new asshole or whatever. Right. But they ain't told you what the fuck even happened yet. Right. You going up to the school on 10. And you get there to hear that your child is the one doing the shit wrong, but you don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
It's a lot of parents like that.
Yep.
You don't want to hear that shit. My kid ain't doing that.
Right.
Whoopty woo. Because you want to protect, because that reflects bad on you now.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I volunteered before at a school for a short time because I don't like kids' names. But it was a middle school, it wasn't a high school. Whatever. But it was like some little kids. Some kids was bad, of course. You got to deal with them. And kids are just fucking horrible.
Right.
But I remember it was a little girl. This is middle school. I want to say she was in 8th grade. Middle school. She is cussing almost everybody out. I'm looking at her like, whatever. She ain't saying shit to me. We about the same size, and I'm like, these kids big as shit. But she wasn't saying shit to me. She was cursing everybody else out.
Right.
Like all the people, whatever. And I'm like, yo, why don't you just chill your mom on her way so it's not going to be a big deal? She was like, and they fucking know when my mom get here, it's a problem. I'm just like, look, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I volunteered trying to get a job. Realize I didn't cut off for that shit.
Right.
And her mom came up. I'm like, your mom ain't that much older than me.
Right.
Like, as if she had a kid young. She came in there yelling.
Oh.
It was like, you don't even know what happened.
Right.
Sweetheart, y'all fucking calling me up here. What the fuck y'all want now? Like, this is why your daughter talk this way.
Right.
To officials. These people are the people she's supposed to listen to. She has no respect for them because you're not even showing them respect.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this is stupid.
Yeah, you could take her home. I'd send her ass home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, so the little girl know when her mom comes up, she's yelling. She's going to disrespect y'all. So the little girl's going to do the same fucking thing.
Right.
It'd be like, y'all don't teach these kids shit. Y'all don't teach them respect for any fucking body.
And
Y'all
then
teach them to just go off.
And then that puts me on the side of the teachers now.
It does.
Because now I'm like, if I'm a teacher, I don't want to deal with that.
Right.
And that is true. And
I'm great. Let y'all
speaking
tear y'all.
to-
each other
I'm great.
head
Let
off.
you.
Even middle school. Mine, she still ain't get to high school where it gets worse at.
Yep.
But from when it comes to like kids in schools and stuff, I tend to be more on the teacher side unless it comes to learning, because fuck school district. But when it comes to like conflicts, I stay on the teacher side on the strength of for male teachers. You can't touch any little bitch anywhere. Not even pull her arm to try to get this bitch out of a fight. Do not touch these fucking kids.
Don't touch my
Any
kids.
male, don't touch these bastards
Don't do
ever.
it. Ever. No.
Because quick as hell, you get blamed for some shit. These little girls know.
Yeah.
Fucking female teachers. It'd be like, they disrespect them like crazy.
Yeah.
It was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, these
So-
kids don't got
And
no
what you just
respect.
said is a TikTok challenge of smack your teacher?
Oh yeah.
I'll beat a motherfucking kid up.
Yeah,
Smack me if you want to,
I
bitch.
seen
we both
I
we
seen
both
the
getting
one
the fuck
teacher.
out of here.
The one teacher was tying up his black Air Forces. He wasn't for it, man. He took
I'm not playing
he
with
took the
y'all
loafers off and
bastards.
started tying up the black Air Forces. Like, yeah, I wish I would try that challenge on me. I was cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, for real.
But that's
So-
what I'm saying. They
So then in that it's like, well, damn, where are we now? Because if a stew where all those situations come to a head all at the same time,
Right.
this kid that's being bullied is he on that ledge.
Yeah.
He out there.
I feel like
He or she, they out there.
right. At this point, as parents, we all got to just step in and really be involved in the child's life. I feel like teachers should get cameras in their room and their classrooms.
Even if
so-
you are involved in your kid's life, but you the fuck dumb, what-
It's not even that.
where does that go?
But no, we're not talking about that. I mean, right is wrong is wrong. Like, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. So if a teacher get got a camera in her room,
Which
and
they
you
should.
see,
I would want at least 2 cameras in my
right,
classroom.
you see your kid bullying another kid, it's like, what the fuck can you say? It's nothing you can say other than what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you be doing that? So
Right.
then now you and this teacher gain a rapport where it's like, I ain't been lying to you. I'm not lying to you about your son. Like, I tell you X, Y, and Z what your son did or whatever the case may be. You don't believe me? All right, proof right here. Boom, here you go. Even if you do believe me, I'm gonna just show you some backup proof. So then we build a rapport where it's like, you understand that I got the best
True.
interest for your
Okay,
child, and you know what I mean. So then we get a mutual understanding. So now you not as defensive when you come up here. It's more like,
Right.
oh no, I know Miss So and So or Mr. So and So be on some good shit or ain't gonna lie on you. So if he calling me or she calling me, I know you want some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And
It takes a mature person to know that and to do that. Like, I know the schools can do that, but they already
Right.
broke. But I feel like it takes a mature adult
Adult.
to do that because
Right.
I had to go through that.
Right.
So then if I'm making the rule, because I can't make the rule per if a teacher is cool or if the parent is cool or not. If I have to make the rule, the sweeping rule, I say let's put
two cameras.
2 cameras that also have audio
Yep.
in each classroom. Right? there should be a panic button in the class, either on the teacher desk or near the teacher desk somewhere. Should be a big red panic button, right? Kids, let's say kids start fighting, kid getting bullied or whatever. Boom, hit the button. No matter what in the fuck is going on, trained motherfuckers is coming in. They taking the kids. They take both of them or all three of them or whoever.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Just hold on. Let me finish. They take them, right? You got to get out of the class. Y'all got to go. You get out of the class because I still got to have class today.
Right.
Even after y'all done fought. Wherever they going down to, they going down to. Right? Boom. I'm calling both sets of parents or all the parents. All the parents got to come up. They all have to watch the tape. Not together, but they all got to watch the tape. And and you get, let's say 3 chances or whatever. And it's like, look, here, you see the tape. You see what your child did.
Right.
What do you want to do about it? What are you going to do about this? Because your child got maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 chances. And if this bully continues to behave this way, they're getting expelled.
Right.
They getting out of here. So you, as the parent, this is your opportunity to fix this behavior. And you don't have a lot of chances. That don't mean every parent can fix that behavior.
Right.
Right? But I got to make the rule for the fucking school. I can't help you at home.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's going on at the house, I ain't gonna do with that.
Right.
Y'all got to figure it out. Do we need to give you some pamphlets? Do y'all need some therapy? Do y'all need some whatever need to happen?
Right.
That's neither here nor there. But as far as the safety of the school and the other students and that kid himself have to get that done. Now, why do you say you don't think that'll work?
One, that costs too much money.
What part costs too much money?
Panic buttons, cameras, having motherfuckers come in.
I was about to say yes.
Costs too much money.
Then in the SWAT team.
Currently,
It's
schools don't have.
it's ways to get around that though.
No, it's not because they can't even afford the fucking shit that they have now.
That's true. That's
So
true.
they can't afford that. That's why I'm like, that's not
true.
going to work. Not only that, you can still do all of that. If you have an ignorant parent, then they don't care about the tapes. Also, I believe you can kick that kid out. Where they going to go if you're their neighborhood school?
Right.
That's not my issue.
But then they have nowhere to go, so they have to come to you.
So
They have to be.
So then
at
that's
school.
when they become the
Because then I
terror
get
of the
fined.
world.
And I can't get fined if I'm telling them to send my kid to school and you send them home. They
Right.
have to go to their neighborhood school.
Yep.
That's where they have to be at.
No child left behind.
Also, depending on how old your kid is, you can't leave them bitches home to do online school while you go to work because they're not allowed to be home, left alone at home.
So
So they have
how
to
do
go to the
kids?
school.
So how do kids in any other situation get expelled? Then?
when they
When
go
there's
to
multiple
another school.
multiple neighborhood schools.
Remember they would have
Or they get
schools
sent
for them
to
to go
disciplinary
to.
school.
Like they would have bad schools.
They
or
still-
if you go there, yeah, but those are filled, so they
Right.
can't go nowhere else. So people know ain't nowhere else for my kid to go. So that kid gonna still wild out.
I guess when I
Be-
said I'm making the rule, I was thinking I was making the rule for the district, not necessarily the school specifically.
And I understand for the district that the schools have.
So then I would
power.
allocate funds
You
to
would
be able to
but
get
there
panic
is no
buttons.
funds.
I think the funds exist. I think the funds exist. I don't think the district don't have money. I think they spend money on. I think they pocket the money.
They probably do, but I'm not gonna give up my pocket money for these fuckers.
If I'm making the
But that's
rule,
the-
if I'm making the rule, you ain't got no choice.
But
my
that's
kid
the
goes to a private school. It don't even go to this.
but
district.
that's the terrible
So
attitude.
why do I care about these kids?
But my thing is, so what you working here for? If you feel like that, then what's the
Money.
point? Nah, but that's
Money.
Listen, that's what I'm like, yo.
Dollars.
when it
Yeah, that's
comes to
bullshit,
school
though.
district,
Throwing that
it's
shit at
crazy.
strippers.
In Philadelphia, y'all, what was it? We rented the fucking soda tax. They had
Yeah.
like 88 million, and most of them went to a general fund. Come to find out, niggas was pocketing that money from the general fund.
Yeah.
That money's supposed to go to help Philadelphia. No, they taking that shit. So it is sad, but it does happen.
Yeah. That's just yeah.
But no, I do agree. I think parents do gotta know their kid. You can't just send your kid to school like it's a fucking daycare so you can get a break from these bastards. But I would say know your kid and believe the fucking teachers also. Like I hear a lot of parents.
But
I don't say believe them, but hear them
Hear 'em
out.
out.
Don't believe them, but
Yes.
hear them out.
But I think that's also why you
Because a lot of adults do lie and exaggerate.
The teacher don't have to really tell me shit if the camera is on at all times and I can just see it for myself.
That's true.
That is true.
That would definitely save a lot of arguments.
Save a lot of arguments. I don't have to. The teacher in those disciplinary situations never have to see the parent.
Right.
I don't never have to see you for a disciplinarian situation. You can go to the school, see the principal or vice principal or whoever, and then see the tapes, and then boom, this is.
I think
what it
is a good idea having the tapes. I think that is good.
And then maybe it's not a panic button, but all the schools got phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the schools got all the classrooms got phones and shit. Then let's allocate, more like the fucking security guards. Maybe they need that. Maybe we need to only hire security guards who have training.
Who have training and actually does the job.
And actually will do the job. And if I'm in the moment that a security guard isn't doing his or her job in that way, because I'm not expecting the security guard to jump in front of a bullet, but
no, I'm not saying that.
In that way where it's just a bullying-esque situation, they gone. You don't get 12 chances to not help kids, to not do. You don't get that.
No, I understand. I do think it's part of school and definitely a lot of the parent responsibility to do stuff, because I feel like a lot of parents do not believe the teacher or the school. I'm not saying the teachers are always right. Some of them bitches be lying.
Some of them do.
But some of them do be telling the truth, and the parents just do not listen.
I think that probably comes down to if your child is doing some fuck shit at school, now you have to do work. You have to do something. Right.
So they don't have to deal with them.
Yeah, you have to do something.
So
So it's much easier to just say that the teacher fucking lying or pretend like it's all bullshit so that you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think.
Listen,
Okay. Where we at?
2:47.
Think we ready? he done.
You like what?
But no, 2:47. That's 3 hours. We about to be.
Yeah.
The show supposed to be 3 hours, bro.
Man, no, it ain't.
Show 3 hours.
2 hours. Hour and a half. 2 hours is fine. You want some 3 hours?
Show
What the
3
fuck?
hours long, bro.
Fuck out of here, man. TV shows ain't that goddamn long, man.
Yeah, but
Talking about people's
Yeah,
attention
man.
spans ain't that long, bro. We
We
living
only-
in
we do one
this
pod a
world.
week.
Niggas watch Instagram videos and they what? 5 seconds. Because of this. They got the attention spans is like fucking gnats, man.
But our fans will watch the whole episode, though.
I'm glad you believe that, and
I do believe it.
appreciate-
I see that from
appreciate
other
the belief.
shows.
All 6 of them.
Other shows? What? What do you mean? What other shows? You watch? You watch? What other show is 3 hours? Not
Joe
Drink
Budden-
Champions.
Joe Budden podcast is 3 hours.
I don't watch.
2.5
I don't watch Joe Budden podcast, so I don't know.
Okay, well, whether you
Money, $1 Million Worth of Game ain't 3 hours.
that's
That's one of the top podcasts. Is it not?
he is one of the top
Is
podcasts.
Joe Rogan's 3 hours? I don't think Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan is Joe Rogan.
What
Joe
episode?
Rogan is
What
3
episode
hours.
is 3 hours?
Joe Rogan? Joe
What
Rogan's on
episode
4
is
hours.
3 hours or 4 hours? What episode?
Well, depending on who he's talking
That's
to.
what I'm talking about. For most of the time, it's an hour and a half,
It's
hour
not no
40
hour and a
minutes.
half. It'd be
2 hours.
It'd be 2.5 hours for the most
Man,
part,
let's
and then
sign up
they
this
do
mug,
and then they
man.
do 3 hours.
Let's sign out this
3
shit,
hours
man.
is the standard,
Listen,
baby.
it's Sco Show. This the
Not
Word of
only
Mouth
that,
podcast.
Radio shows be 4
Listen,
hours.
if you hearing my voice and you seeing my face and you ain't subscribed, you ain't liked, you ain't comment, you ain't shit.
And this
Alright?
podcast
You ain't shit.
come from old school radio shows.
Get right.
They was 4 hours.
Get right with the Lord. Get right with us.
Fucking Opie and Anthony
Subscribe.
was 4 hours.
I'm Sco Show.
You know who else 4 hours?
This is Reese. And this is the Word of Mouth podcast.
Shady.
Peace.
Shady on motherfucking what's name?